We about to watch this draft, y'all. What's up? The draft will be on at, let's turn the draft on. Come on at 7. We seeing what Shador gonna do. We seeing what Shador gonna do. Shador, where he going to? Uh, what's up? What's up? For anybody that's entering the chat, I'm saying, trying to put a. Yeah, it's about the draft. We draft night. Yeah, it's the draft tonight. The draft tonight. See what we got going on. Who will draft Shador? They better not pass on Shador tonight. Sure, he might go end up going somewhere we don't even know. We don't even realize. Shador, where do y'all think Shador gonna go? He might go somewhere we don't even realize. He might go somewhere. He could go to Seattle. He could be a backup somewhere. He can go. Shit. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But the second round of the draft is tonight. Tonight is the night. It's gonna make me some little vibes. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night, y'all. Who y'all think going in the draft? Knowing the Browns, they probably not gonna draft Shador. They're gonna draft somebody else. Cause the Browns be browning. The Browns be browning for sure. The Browns be browning, man. Let's see what they talking about now. What's up, y'all? What's up out there? Like, comment, subscribe. We about to watch the draft tonight. See what's happening then. See what's happening then out there. Shit. Trying to figure it out. Okay, we good. We good. Okay, let's go. I put the wrong. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good, YouTube? What they do? Like, comment, and subscribe on my shit. Figure out what channel ESPN. What's up, YouTube? What's good out there? What's good? What's up, y'all? What's up? Who watching the draft tonight? Trying to figure out how I can. Just trying to see if I can put it in my comments. This is a draft party. A draft party. The draft starts in 29 minutes.
You like Dr. Pepper? I do.
Let's go. Okay, Mike Green.
That was a new car, huh?
Yep. Big L. Ellie?
Big L, so now she's searching.
The draft starts in 29 minutes, y'all. 29 minutes. Show you.
Just give State Farm a call. We'll get to work. Excuse me, guys, but the queen is already working here.
We gonna see. 28 minutes. The countdown begins for round two. Round two of the NFL draft. If you want all the breaking news, come here to this YouTube channel. If you want all the breaking news. Wait, let me share this too. We got the draft on, y'all. We got the draft on, y'all. Who watching the draft?
For the first time since 2002, draft a wide receiver. Matthew Golden, wide receiver, touchdown. All right, so it was quite remarkable last night. The fans excited about it. Mel, who are the best receivers available tonight?
A really good second-round receiver. Luther Burton III, highly recruited out of the prep ranks. Had a great year 2 seasons ago with 86 catches.
Luther Burton III. I like that.
He's great after catching that slot.
Luther Burton III. Y'all remember that name. Y'all remember that name? Luther Burton III, Jaden Higgins, No, Kyle, Josh Betch. I like Josh Betch too. Hopefully my Ravens. Hopefully the Ravens can get one of these wideouts. I would like that. Ooh, that boy running. That boy running right there. That boy Luther Burton. That boy Luther Burton is a burden to these boys. Ooh.
If it wasn't for the lack of productivity this year in terms of some of the key games,
Second team All American.
late games, they were cardiac activities very well. They were coming back in games, and Luther Bird III was making big catches the final two.
Yeah, for y'all the other channels, if y'all ain't watching Mel Kiper, y'all ain't really on this draft stuff. If y'all ain't watching Mel Kiper, y'all ain't really talking about no draft. It's Mel Kiper or nobody.
I just love the way he separates from the side, meaning because that's the one thing you want to do. Anytime that you have a quarterback that's looking to throw the football, he's looking for that separation. When you talk to anybody down at Iowa State, he does that. He gave Rocco Beckman a great target. He knew exactly when to throw the football, lightning in the bottle. I think he'll be able to step into the NFL.
My camera kind of blurry. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, y'all, yeah, it's draft night. What's up? What's up? It's draft night. What they do? Draft night, draft night.
He went up against who? Travis Hunter. He dropped his first two passes. He drops a slant and drops a go ball. And then after that, he tortured Travis the rest of the night.
This that one dude. This the one dude that torched Travis Hunter.
He's an inside-outside vertical
Torched.
guy. Well, down the field, no ball situations, he's just going to snag everything. He will block you in soft block situations. He will embarrass you as a corner if you do not play with any kind of toughness. Runs 4-4. I'm telling you, this guy is his scratching the surface, bringing his potential.
Runs 4-4 at 6'2". Very impressive. The young man who was born in Medicine Hat, Alberta. Okay, we're looking forward to seeing all those players.
We gonna see who y'all want the Browns to draft with the second round, the first pick of the second round.
In just a moment.
Put it in the comments.
Grandpa earned it for my family.
Mom earned it for me.
USAA membership is for those who serve and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Start your family's legacy. USAA. See if you can become a member today.
Yeah.
Weight loss for so long.
I thought stop. But
Yeah, we lit.
Zepbound is for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
It's changing what we believe is
Or serious allergic reaction.
Sorry about that, y'all. I got a little phone call.
Inflamed pancreas or gallbladder.
But yeah.
Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduling procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Zepbound needs change. Ask your doctor about Zepbound.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak wireless?
YouTube. Shit. YouTube. Who y'all favorite? Who y'all favorite player? Who y'all think gonna get drafted? What's up? What's up? Who y'all think gonna get drafted tonight? We solo dolo, solo dolo. Who was y'all favorite pick in the first round? Who was y'all favorite pick in the first round?
Your relationship with nature.
It starts as an idea. It turns into a plan. From constructing a better life to planning your future home and expanding your success.
I feel like
You've got a ditch dig, foundation laid.
I should have went live on the
Gain from
tablet.
anything powerful. This is more than a machine.
I might cut this off and come right back, y'all. I feel like I should have went live on my tablet so I could have my phone free. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. But the draft is in 19 minutes, so who y'all taking in the draft? Who y'all taking?
Grandpa earned it for my family.
Mom earned it for me.
USAA membership is for those who serve and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Start your family's legacy. USAA. See if you can become a member today.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. With signs and graphics, you can say anything.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome. What's up, everybody? What do you do? Trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this setup.
It makes us worry more. I want my child
Do I want to keep it like this?
With Gab. Kids save phones and watches with no internet, no social media, and no worries. Gab, safely connected.
Whoa, termites can't have a wooden dam. Daddy? What's wrong?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee. Terminix it.
Got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? It's draft night tonight. What's up? We in draft mode. We in draft mode. Hey. Ravens all day. Who Ravens fans in here? Who Ravens fans?
Celtics and Magic playing game 3 of their first round playoff series as Jaylen Brown had 30.
Then we got the basketball game. So shit, we gonna watch the basketball game, or we gonna watch the football game. We gonna watch the basketball game, or we gonna watch the draft. I'm talking about football game. Let's get it. Let's get it. 17 minutes. 17 minutes to the first round, y'all.
From the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app, you can win the draft by taking a look at the players who we think are going to make the biggest impact this year. So we have some of the over-under win totals for this coming season. You see them on your screen there. So Lewis, I will start with you. Give me a win total on that board that you particularly like from ESPN Bet.
Like I'm going to go with the Bears, man. I'm going to go with the Bears and win over 8.5 games. I'm thinking with the Bears. Some of the decisions that they made on the offensive line this year.
Got the Titans, the Jaguars, the Falcons, the Bears, the Steelers.
One of the best defensive coordinators in the National Football League. I think the Bears are probably going to take a big jump. I know that is something I don't want the Green Bay Packers fans here.
So they saying who is most likely to win this draft at the end of the draft?
So you're going over on the Bears, right? Over. Yeah, I told him. No, I didn't. No, I'm not waffling. I'm going over. Well, I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons. I just think that with what Michael Penix showed us last year, Grady, like he's going to be starting quarterback down there. You look at what they did last night to address the pass rush about Jalen Walker, James Cook. If the defense can get any semblance of a rush, and Michael Penix continues to show just a little progression in a weak NFC South, look out for the Atlanta Falcons.
Do you like the over at 7.5?
Yes, I'll take the
Total there for the Falcons. Mel, was there one on that board that you like?
What's up? What's up? That's what we on, y'all. That's what we on. Mel Kiper mode. Mel Kiper, he in full prime time. He ready.
So I'm going to say until we see what happens with Shore Sanders and whether they do the rest of the draft, I'll go under on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You do realize that the draft is in Pittsburgh, Jason. That
is correct. If you don't give me last taste. Maybe they'll be looking for a quarterback as well. Maybe Quinn Ewers will hear his name called tonight. Terrific young quarterback out of Texas, who ironically is watching tonight from my house. I don't know how he's decided to have this party, but look at all of that.
You can't name one of those animals back there.
I didn't hang any of them on the wall, I can tell you that. Put a bought them as decoration. We'll be back in Green Bay.
You like to hunt?
In just a moment.
Quinn Ewers. What we think about Quinn Ewers? I think he injury prone. I don't know about Quinn Ewers, y'all.
To get started today.
Cream on the left, one more episode. Cream on the right, we crush the whole series. Yes! Oh, that was really good. Oreo, stay playful.
If you want to earn triple miles on United flights, like the one they took to get here, you should probably have the United Quest card.
Who is he talking to?
You. And you. And you. And you. And you. And you. Lowe's knows spring brings new growing moments.
I killed it.
Sometimes
14.
growing pains.
So it needs food? Full sun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Get these together.
Absolutely.
It's for you.
Grow your dream garden with My Lowe's Rewards. Lowe's knows to help you spring.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're going to see some serious.
What's up? What's up?
Guess who's back?
Check me out.
Hey, 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 hey. Hitting them corners on them low-lows, girl.
The best tires in the world at Goodyear Original.
Hitting them corners on them low-lows, girl. Hey, hey, hey. Hitting them corners on them low-lows, girl.
And even when I was close to defeat,
Hitting them corners and them low-lows, girl. DRE.
We wanted to make foods using unique ingredients, things like kelp.
Hitting them corners and them low-lows, girl.
Shopify provided us this platform to sell our products.
Y'all know
to
about
anyone
Snoop
around the
Dogg.
world. We're Barnacle Foods, and we're powered
12
by
minutes,
Shopify.
12 minutes to draft time, y'all. 12 minutes. Y'all know what it is. You only got 12 minutes.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies. Like he's so much more than Saquon Barkley.
I'm also
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Like it before.
calm in, stress out. I'll never remember all this. Relax, Rook. When things get intense, we get incense. What a nice cleansing surprise.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
During month of free, Buffalo Wild Wings gets the key. Free boneless wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined Rewards for a month of free. Yes.
Hey, you know you're not actually allowed to drink in a beer commercial?
Since when?
You gotta wait till it's done. Oh,
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're here at Blackberry Friday, where everyone wants the unique taste of new Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Full Dr. Pepper!
Sweet blackberry flavor.
Please remain bold and sweet. Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
This
Hulu Plus Live TV lineup is stacked with Live TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus. This VIP plan is all yours for only $82.99 per month. Hulu Plus Live TV, where live sports meets entertainment.
Yeah, the NBA playoffs are here, and it's about to be ridiculous. This isn't about who's next. This is about who's now. The NBA playoffs on ESPN.
All right, y'all. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to draft time. Let's go. Let's go.
Back in Green Bay, a look at one of the houses right outside of legendary Lambeau.
They in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
Venue in all of American sports. Lambeau Field, the longest continuously used stadium in the National Football League, and we are ready to go. Meanwhile, we're taking you to the top of the hour when Game 3 of the Celtics and Magic will tip off here on ESPN. Kristaps Porzingis had a big night, had a big dash on the forehead, had 20 points and 10 rebounds in Game 2.
And on top of that, we got Orlando and Boston.
10 minutes away from the Boston Celtics.
So I guess we could go back and forth. We're gonna go back and forth from Orlando and Boston. Orlando and Boston in the draft. We'll go back and forth.
13 championships dating back to the origins of the National Football League. And we continue here, top of the hour. We'll be on ESPN2, night 2 of the 2025 NFL draft.
Okay, so the draft gonna reconvene. The draft gonna be on ESPN2, and basketball is gonna be on ESPN. This is the best available on the board. I like Tyler Shuck, Monroe, Kyle McCord. These are some good quarterbacks. Left. We're gonna see. Shador better be next. That's all I know. Shador. That's what I've been saying all day. Shador, where you gonna go? Shador, where you gonna go? Nobody knows.
Sort of a unique situation because in recent years there have not been a lot of quarterbacks drafted in round 2, and for perspective,
We trying to find out where Shador gonna go.
Yeah, Greeny, as you mentioned earlier, there has only been one
Who knows?
in the second round in the last 3
We
years.
got 8 minutes left.
Let's go back further. The last
We're gonna see.
there were 2 quarterbacks drafted in the second round. Go back to 2014.
Okay, this is the last time 2 quarterbacks was drafted in the second round. Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jalen Hurts. Only Pro Bowler drafted in the second round in the last 10 years. Wow, that's crazy.
Obviously, everybody's waiting to see where Shador Sanders goes. There's questions about Tyler Shuck, Jalen Milroe, Will Howard.
That's crazy work.
But the spotlight, of course, is on Shador Sanders. And there's a feeling across the league that Tyler Shuck has a real chance to be the next quarterback pick tonight ahead of Shador Sanders. There's a real possibility that Shuck could wind up in a place like New Orleans. The Saints currently have the 40th overall selection. And if Shador Sanders gets out of that range, and it certainly seems like he's going to, let's keep in mind that the Pittsburgh Steelers deliberated about whether or not to take Shador Sanders at 21 last night, decided to go with Derek Harmon instead. The Steelers' next pick is number 83 in the 3rd round. That would seem to be a potential floor tonight for Shador Sanders. That is really remarkable. This is a player that we were talking about, and of course, projections are what
They're talking about Shador going in the 3rd round. I just don't believe it.
Many points in this process prospects we were projecting might go as high as third in this draft. And now here's Adam Schefter, who knows as much as anyone possibly can, talking about the possibility of the middle of the third round.
Yeah, look, it's a subjective process, right? And there's a lot that goes into the evaluation process. And at this point, it's really not a matter of where you go, or rather about when you go, it's about where you go.
Yeah.
That's what he has to concern himself with now, and the people in his circle. The cards are being dealt. This is what it is. But when you watch this play on the football field, he gets the right kind of help, he's going to have a fantastic career. Teams make their decisions, they compile all the data, and then they make a value judgment, they try to value the player. Like what represents proper value for him. Right now, the NFL is speaking.
5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and counting.
Just kind of automatically stamp what his career is going to be or not going to be. He will be in control of that. He'll find a home, and then it's up to him from there.
And then we get to Tyler Shock, and that is the name Shefty has been talking about. Booger, we may hear his name called pretty early tonight.
Hey, Greeny, when you look at Tyler Shock, I know Lou loves him. And if you just compare to the end and watch the highlight tapes, what's not to love? I mean, he's 6'5", he's 220 pounds, he runs 4'6". He throws the football with effortless ease, and to me, if you can get past the age, I don't think it's an issue, and your medical team signs off and says the injury history is okay, you could be looking at a quarterback that's a steal that can play 10 years. I love his makeup. I love his size. He's the prototypical guy from a size standpoint. He just comes with a couple of visions.
I've said it for the last couple of months. The NFL's looking for a grand slam home run, not single double. And that's what they're just saying starting right now. Shedeur Sanders, nothing he can do to change his height, weight, his 45, which they say is obviously 4'8" plus, right? Not 4'6" or better. And he doesn't have the rocket arm. He can't change any of that. So I'm looking strong once he's in the league. I will say this. They said that Peyton Manning, I said it back then. There were people in the NFL.
We got 4 minutes.
A lot of people love Ryan Reed over Peyton Manning. I talked to people back 3 months ago.
4 minutes.
His name was Shedeur Jones. Could be a third
4
round.
minutes.
Maybe this time they're going to be right. So he's going to get to the third round. 6-0 difference what kind of player will be once into the NFL. Somebody's going to take him. As a regular there holds out the Steelers. He falls 83 in their lap with not having the second round pick to give up to DK Metcalf. That's ridiculous. To let him get to the Pittsburgh Steelers at 83. You got the New Orleans Saints sitting there in the dome, that quarterback, and they had Drew Brees in the dome with an arm that wasn't great. Hall of Fame career.
This nigga Mel Kiper snapped it. Mel Kiper snapped it.
Kept that streak intact, right? They're going to pass the second round, when Shedeur says, and not even try to get above the Steelers in the third round. You've got to be kidding me. If the Saints don't take Shedeur Sanders, that to me is one of the biggest blunders in the NFL draft in a long time.
All right, it is what we expect, but we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. And then the other name that we're maybe going to hear tonight is Jalen Milroe, and as was mentioned earlier in the show, he's a player who might be able to contribute immediately, even if he isn't the starter.
Yeah, his dual threat capabilities.
They better not take Jalen Milroe before they take. They better not take none of these quarterbacks before they take Shedeur.
And trying to bring along and develop his weaknesses.
Because they know better.
Consistency throwing the football from the pocket. Consistency makes the decision. Consistency throwing the ball with accuracy. When he is right, when it is right, when everything is tied together, Jalen Milroe can scan the full field. Jalen Milroe can get through multiple progressions. He can attack all three levels of the football field where you're sitting there going, man, this kid has unique one.
They saying that Shedeur, it's reported that Shedeur could go 83 in the third round. That's crazy.
Your coaching staff is going to be there because you're confident in its ability to develop a quarterback in the entire roster.
That's crazy. Shedeur might be a third round pick. Shedeur.
His ability to continue to develop, I think, is going to be one of the great things for us to watch in this draft. Because from an athletic standpoint, he's ready to play now, but how are you going to bring him along? Don't put him out there and run him and just allow him to get beat up like the way we saw Anthony Richardson. Develop him as a passer. We know the athletic ability is there. Develop him and allow him to continue to progress as a quarterback. not just an athlete.
Because, Mel, I remember a moment in time in September, you and I were talking about him possibly being the first quarterback taken in this class.
Yeah, first 4 games, he was lights out, and then it just went awry. It just wasn't there for Jalen Milroe. Can you fix the accuracy? That's the thing. And obviously, people about Josh Allen. Jalen Milroe is not Josh Allen, but that talent is in abundance.
The Browns are on the clock.
He has the rocket arm. He has the incredible speed and running ability. So somebody's going to roll the dice when Jalen Milroe.
All right, so here's what's going to happen now. We are going to move our broadcast over to ESPN2, where we will be at the top of the hour, bringing you rounds 2 and 3.
All right, everybody. Switch to ESPN2.
For those of you watching basketball, coming up next here on ESPN, NBA playoff action. It's game 3 of the Celtics and the Magic with Boston on a 2-2 lead.
See a little bit of this Celtics Magic.
He plays tonight as the Celtics try to take the command.
Who y'all got winning, the Celtics or the Magic?
We're headed over to ESPN2. Those of you watching basketball, Dave Pack, take it away.
Magic been pretty good though.
Back-to-back NBA titles for the first time in almost 60 years continues tonight in Orlando as they shoot for a 3-0 series lead against the Magic. Welcome to NBA Courtside, presented by Pronamel.
Everybody got on these Pablo Banchero. Pablo Banchero.
He'll square off against Paolo Banchero, averaging 34 points per game for Orlando through 2 games.
Damn.
Trying to get the Magic back in this series tonight.
This man having 30.
7-2-0, go on to advance 92% of the time. That's great news for Cleveland, Indiana, Boston.
Oh, Boston up 2-0, okay.
On Detroit. And everybody, Dave Pack, Tim Leitner, and Katie George. Since the Celtics drafted Jason
Yeah, so Orlando got to win this one.
he had never missed a playoff game until Wednesday. But that stint on the bench is short-lived.
That's Tim Legler.
And with more on that, here's Katie.
Well, Dave, he started the day listed as doubtful and then was upgraded to questionable this afternoon. He got to the arena, went through his entire pregame warm-ups, gave it the green light. Now he's still wearing that wrap on his right wrist, but it's a lot less tape than we've seen him wear since he injured it on Sunday. His counterpart, Jaylen Brown, who was brilliant in Game 2, will also play.
Damn, he had 36 points in Game 2. I did not know that. For that Game 1, he had only 8 points.
So he's a go. Drew Holiday, however, isn't. He will miss tonight's action due to a strain in his right hamstring. The Celtics get 4 of their.
All right, y'all, we're going to switch over.
All right, Katie, let's focus on Tatum.
See what's going on over here. We switching back over.
It's still on the board right now. Still with the National Football League draft. I think you look at where we are right now. Injuries were obviously a factor with some of these players. Obviously, go through interview process, off the field, if you're going to play. Reason why players that have a ton of talent slide down into the 2nd or 3rd round. Then it becomes a palatable point in the draft where you can bring them into the fold. And you are rolling as dice until they get everything together. They'll come back to those injuries, get to 100%. Obviously, clean up some things they need to work on and become really good finds in the 2nd round.
We'll have the commissioner coming up in just a few seconds. I'll remind you that Cleveland has the first pick tonight, followed by the Texans in a trade made with the Giants. Then Tennessee, then Cleveland will pick again. Then we will have the Raiders. Where will the first quarterback go in this mix? That is really a big part of the question. Circle number 40, that's New Orleans with the 8th pick. Tonight, the Saints, a team, many questions about their starter in Derek Carr. Will he be back this coming year? So that can be a spot where we get the quarterback. There's a lot of activities up on the stage. The band has been loud and ready. The fans are warmed up and ready to go. So the rain has worn down, and the commissioner is set to get this party started in Green Bay.
Let's go, Green Bay. You ready? Round 2.
Round 2, y'all. Round 2 started.
Over 200,000 fans were here, and millions more watched from around the world as we welcome another 32 great stars into the NFL. And tonight, I'm joined by 32 players and legends who will select the next generation of stars to the NFL. Welcome them.
draft class on its 25th anniversary. One of the greatest classes in history. That draft brought us the first and only time a club had four first-round draft picks, 12 All-Pros, 28 Pro Bowlers, 1 Hall of Famer, and a quarterback who has become known as the GOAT. Yeah, you know him.
Brady.
Also on the stage, we have players from Wisconsin to represent this great state and great city. Green Bay, are you ready for round 2?
Round 2.
Unbelievable. Great to see you all. Round 2 of the 2025 NFL Draft is officially open. The Cleveland Browns are now on the clock. And with those matches,
The Cleveland Browns are on the clock. Cleveland on the clock, y'all.
Last night's round 1, they wound up making the stunning trade while on the clock. Jacksonville moving up to take the Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, and the Browns moving down to the 5th slot where they selected defensive tackle Mason Graham out of Michigan. An outstanding player. I know a lot of people believe the Browns did extraordinarily well there. So Mel, the always critical first pick of the second round. What are you looking at here for Cleveland?
33 and 36 for you pick from Jacksonville. And you think about the offensive side of the ball, you get Mason Graham, defensive tackle, slightly inferior. That pocket, that Myles Garrett coming off the edge, and that wide 9. But you have quarterback. Right now, Kenny Pickett right now is best than
And then the Cleveland Browns have has Jacksonville's 2nd round pick that they got for the Travis Hunter trade.
Good football players. We talked about the receiver, Stravion Henderson, a dynamic game breaker out of Ohio State. Got a lot of help from Quinn.
It's real. It's real.
Durability was a concern, but Junkins helped him out in that area. Think about the ability to block, he can do it. Game breakers with the receiver out of the backfield. There's wide receiver, there's running back, and certainly the quarterback position. What direction do the Cleveland Browns go with these 2 picks? They're trying to make sure that, hey, we get the 2 guys that are going to be the framework and the foundation of this football team moving forward. Gets it back to quarterback, making an extra first-round pick next year. That's a quarterback heavy group next year. We'll see what Arch Manning does at Drew Aller, Penn State.
Who would the Cleveland Browns select? Who in here is a Cleveland Brown fan? Because I'm sure not.
They need some shoots. They need some profile. I mean, you need guys who can rip off explosive plays, and there's a bunch of them at running back 6 right here. I mean, this is the sweet spot.
My prerogative. Now they're playing the Bobby Brown. My prerogative.
It's going to go beyond George Sanders. Because look, Tyler Stutz is a real name now. This is a real quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to watch him as well. The offensive line is still a position that they need to address, especially the tackle position where they need to lock it down. They don't really have the kind of people that they can count on from a durability standpoint right now in the tackle slot. So look, they have some options here. There's some really good players on the board. These first 10 picks are going to be interesting as heck. Because there are some teams that need quarterbacks, and there are some fantastic wide receivers, running back, pass rushers, corners, safeties. He's got a lot of good-looking players, and Andrew Berry has his pick of the litter to start it off.
We gonna see, y'all. We gonna see.
Receiver will be one. But what about an edge rusher? Talk about Myles Garrett, who's a dominant player in this league. He needs a running mate. He needs somebody on the other side. I understand you got Mason Graham.
What's up, YouTube? What it do? Like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Nah, I mean.
For what it is worth, this pick, the 33rd pick, is Cleveland's natural second-round pick. They will select again in just about a half an hour. The pick that they got at 36 is the one they got in the trade with Jacksonville yesterday. And so many different quarterbacks here. And as you mentioned, now, a lot of strategy involved having the pick here and then another one at 36. You get the 2 players, you figure out which one you feel you need to make more urgently so as not to lose them.
Yeah, Houston and Tennessee between them, but keep himself in there. Being quarterback that they like ahead of that next pick at 36. So it's strategic now for the Cleveland Browns, and certainly the offensive side of the ball. Something you love that Travis Hunter and pass on to make Mason Graham. That's that easy, right? Ford likes that wide nine. Obviously, what never happened really for a opposite Miles Garrett. That's what suggested. But I would have wide receiver position where the quarterback is. The wide receiver and a game straight to running back against the offensive line. They got a lot of work to do on that side of the ball. As I said, right now, Teddy Perfect. They cut on the quarterback.
All right, we've got a legend out here to make the pick, and he is from Wisconsin. Joe Thomas is announcing the Packers, the Browns selection.
How about them Brownies? Here we go with the 33rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Your Cleveland Browns select Carson Schwarzenegger, linebacker, UCLA.
Okay. I'm not really familiar with him, but okay.
This story, versatile linebacker, originally walked on at UCLA after being unranked as a recruit. Wound up a first-team All-American, a semi-finalist for the Practice Award. Now last year he had 4 sacks, 2 picks, and 115 sacks.
Amazing what he was able to do coming there as a walk-on. Beginning of the year, you think they have Carson Schwarzenegger anywhere on your map, on your radar. Look what he was able to accomplish. Led the nation with 90 solo tackles. Rushing number 49. Quick to diagnose of what he is in there making a tackle. 136 total tackles. Make the Big Ten. He had 8.5 tackles to run. 4 were sacks. He had 2 interceptions as well. This kid was all over the field against Minnesota. He had 13 tackles, 4 there for one, and 2 sacks. Against Washington, he had a career high 17 tackles.
Oh, okay.
He was a big-time performer. Top instinct, flies to the football, good skill in coverage as well. Good draw skills, of course, to be recognized as a blitzer. He is complete. They drafted on special teams. He brings it. He was discussed, and I had him as a 32nd best player on the board. He was talked about as a late first-round possibility.
This boy tough. I ain't never heard of him. Carson Schwarzenegger.
Again, is 36. Now you had Mason Graham, Carson Schwarzenegger. The interior of that defense. Talking about something that's got the defensive tackle Graham, and now an all-ball linebacker like Schwarzenegger. They're making strides. Now they got to go to the offensive side.
And I just love the fit. You put him next to Jeremiah Owusu-Formora and this Uniforce defense. We know the JOK loves to come down here, but you got a guy that likes to read and react. He can key and diagnose. And regardless of what you say about the athleticism, he gets there quickly because of the instinct. In this defense, he will thrive.
Instincts. This young man has the best instincts in this draft, regardless of position or minus the most. When you talk about getting off the mark, getting off the spot, no false steps, as far as his run entry, it is consistent. I mean, it is laser fast every single time. He is ahead of the play every single time. He is just a football player. First and foremost, look, right now, if you're Jim Schwarzenegger, that's what I want. That's what I want. Look, this is a big kick coming up again. When it's in turn again, they have to address offense. They have to get some playmakers on that side of the ball. But this is a heck of a pick.
The Houston Texans pick is in. It will be announced in a moment by Owen Daniels, who was the 4th pick in the
Not Owen Daniels.
in the 2006 draft.
Owen Daniels, a really good tight end.
We will hear not only from a lot of the great legends from all across the National Football League, but we'll be heavy on Badgers tonight, and appropriately so, as we do this draft here in Green Bay. Here comes the Texans pick at 34.
Oh yeah, always feels like home coming back to Wisconsin. Houston, it's our time now. With the 34th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Jaden Higgins, wide receiver, Iowa State.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
The first thing you're going to notice is the size. 6'4", 214.
I like that. Jaden Higgins.
Played 2 seasons at Eastern Kentucky. Always productive, but really broke out last year in the Big 12. Was 87 catches, 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, this dude dropped. He was inside, outside, versus side. Although 70% of the snaps were outside wide, under 30% inside. And what he is, he's just a big body, strong, prototype, excellent wide receiver that has underrated wings. You saw him there on the Thunder Jones. And then you see this fantastic hand-eye coordination, strong runner after the catch. You see, at the catch point, he's just got a big boy beat. Because he's just strong like that, has a big catch radius. Reminds you a little bit of Drake London. There on the inside, you see him there, fake the post, then just kind of fade there to the pylon, fake the catch for
touchdown. This is what you need down there. This is what CJ Stroud needs. Another guy like this where he can throw the football up to win those dump balls this week. Think about
CJ Stroud got another target. Oh, it's been a trade. It's been a trade. The Titans traded up, I think. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. Let's get this.
Inside, you see him there, shake the post, then just kind of fade there to the pylon, make the catch for the touchdown. This is what you need down there. This is what CJ Stroud needs. Another guy like this, where he can throw the football up to win those dump balls this week.
The Titans traded up.
Go along with Nico Collins. That's a pretty good wide receiver for like a small basketball team. He's gonna put up some big time yardage in that offense down there.
Okay, Seattle, Tennessee traded their second round pick to Seattle Seahawks. Tennessee traded their pick to the Seattle Seahawks. Interesting. Tennessee moved, the Seattle Seahawks moved up, traded with the Tennessee Titans to move up. What is Seattle moving up to get is the question. But my TV just froze. Let's see.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies.
Okay, it didn't tell what their pick was yet. What do we think Seattle is going to take right here? Let's see. Maybe they traded up to get a linebacker. I'm thinking right here. Or Will Johnson is the best. Will Johnson, Mike Green, Nick Amamaru, Luther Burden. Yeah, they could drop him at a wide receiver. Elijah Arroyo. I like Mason Taylor right here. Mason Taylor. I like that. If they get the tight end, Mason Taylor. Yeah, I would like that.
We are back in Green Bay. We have had a trade here early in round 2. We've had 2 selections made so far, and now at pick number 35, Seattle has traded up with Tennessee. As you see,
okay, so Tennessee traded their second round and their third round pick. Seattle traded their second round and their third round pick for next year. No, their second and their third round pick for this year. So the Titans got Seattle's. Richard Sherman is making the selection.
Watching the countdown on the stage there. Sorry for the momentarily change of plan.
The only thing that we want more than winning is seeing you now. So lucky family, thank you, coach.
Oh my gosh, that guy's this boy Richard Sherman.
But there's 2 sides to this game, and you can remind them how much they have to fear. Welcome to Rivalries. Now go introduce yourself. Let's go!
This has to stop. Richard.
The next rival has been chosen. The Tennessee Titans have traded the 35th pick to the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's see.
The 35th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Nick Emmanwori.
Safety, I said it. They wanted that big safety. Maybe he reminds them of a Cam Chancellor type.
He is big. He was recruited as a linebacker before moving to safety as a freshman in Brooklyn. They ran 4.38 at the combine. You knew he would hear his name called early in this draft.
No doubt, Brady. The first thing that stands out is the size. 6'3", 220.
This man is a monster. I like that pick for Seattle. Yeah. I was thinking that they wanted like a Cam Chancellor type of player on defense. Yeah, I like that. For sure. Oh, the Browns took Quishon Judkins, the running back from Ohio State. Talking about he's staying right in the state of Ohio. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to keep on freezing. See how they do me.
Like a small basketball team. He's gonna put up some big time yards in that offense down there in Texas.
They were 26th in red zone efficiency last season. He should be able to help with that.
No, that's not where he was at. Yeah, the Browns took the running back. This has been a real defensive game. We're going to switch to the Orlando game right quick. Oh, Jason Tatum. I'm talking about Jason Taylor. Jason Tatum. Oh, White with the 3. Woo. Derek White with the 3 with the ball hit at 3. Oh, Jaylen Brown with the steal. Oh. That's getting ugly fast for the Magic. That's getting ugly real fast for the Magic. Look like the Browns don't want to draft a quarterback. What's going on with this internet, y'all? I'm trying to see who they finna draft next. But this shit just keep buffering. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
play at that speed out in the open field, this guy is going to be an absolute menace at 221 pounds. That's a nice pickup for them. You can see the profile that Kevin Stefanski wanted right here. He's got himself a good move, which
The Browns got drafted Mason Graham, Quinshon Junkins, and a linebacker.
And no doubt about it, but from the standpoint of Junkins, I just love the physical ability. You wouldn't think a guy that has a 4.4 speed can run that physical at 220 pounds. I think that's the physicality you want. The power to be able to come downhill, but also the speed to take it to the house as he showed in the college football playoff.
Okay, this is fun. We've had another trade. The Miami Dolphins have moved into this spot. We are up to pick number 37 here in round number 2. It originally belonged to the Las Vegas Raiders. The Dolphins have moved up, and they are on the clock. I'll have the details on that trade as quickly as
Miami has traded into the Las Vegas Raiders spot.
Here with the 37th pick in round number 2.
Who will Miami take? They already drafted the defensive tackle in the first round. Who will the Dolphins draft in the second round?
Secondary guys, I think are areas Miami Dolphins will look at. Obviously, think about Tua. You got to keep them healthy. You got to keep them upright. So keep fortifying the offensive line.
Yeah, if you're going to get guys who can turn the football over in the secondary, into the pitching, like now,
yeah.
The Rams, right? On the trade block, they need somebody who can pick off the football. They need people who can prevent.
I don't know. Who they going to draft right here?
They gave up too many of them last year. Offensive line. You've got to continue to fortify guys, especially at the tackle position, man. You have no shot. You have no shot if Tua isn't healthy. So you've got to be able to establish the run game here with consistency as well. Safety.
They saying maybe an offensive lineman.
Interesting to see the strategy. Teams making aggressive moves here early in the second round. We've come to see that as teams have the whole day to work out all these trades on the phones. Adam Schefter is with us all night long, and obviously he'll have the insight on a lot of these moves as the night continues as well. But again, it is the Dolphins who have moved their way up onto the clock, and they're bringing out one of their legends to announce their pick right now.
That looking good. Let's see who the Miami Dolphins take.
All right, we got a trade here. The Las Vegas Raiders have traded the 37th pick to the Miami Dolphins. With that being said, the 37th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jonah Sabayanaya, offensive guard, Arizona. Let's go.
Yep, offensive lineman.
That's Jonah Sabayanaya, versatility and power out of Honolulu.
Okay.
Began his career at right guard, switched to
I like it. We going with the Hawaiian theme.
Positions, but now most of the projections we do see him as a guard.
He allowed 4 sacks in 11 games this last year, but you look at him, he's looking at 6'4" and a quarter, 324 pounds, sacked 4.95 in the combine. As a run blocker, he's not going to consistently dominate and drive defenders off the ball. He impresses on the forward. He can get outside, he can pull, he got the pass blocker, the pads are low, he's playing with the right technique. I thought the results were pretty impressive. Footwork for his size, I thought was outstanding. I've been able to mirror at the defensive end. Pass it also, respectable combo block. We get knocked back off balance at times. The versatility to play both tackle and guard adds to value for Miami Dolphins team. Who is the key? He's the franchise, and he has had the injury issue. For Miami, fortifying that group up front. He's a guy, guard, 40 tackle. I think guard more for Savania for them moving forward, Lou. The kid certainly has that full versatility help.
And you look at the Alamo Bowl last year against Oklahoma where he played right guard.
Okay, I like that pick.
He's got flex.
Get some protection for Tua.
For 324 pounds.
I like it.
He has all pro potential, pro ball potential at guard. He can get you by a tackle as well, but guard is where this kid will have a nice career.
The Patriots are on the clock. The celebrations in round 2 have begun. Seattle moving up aggressively to find their man, Quinshon Junkins. A surprise perhaps to some, going ahead of his teammate Travion Henderson tonight. The Patriots will make their selection next as the draft continues from Green Bay.
The world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel.
So he gonna have Quinshon Junkins
Because it is the best.
and Nick Chubb.
Gatorade.
That's crazy.
Grandpa earned it for my family.
Mom earned it for me.
USAA membership is for those who serve and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Start your family's legacy. USAA. See if you can become a member today.
Great month of free Buffalo Wild Wings give to me. Free boneless wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined rewards for a month of free. Yes.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A competitive number.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Well, a number.
Is it competitive?
I got something coming up. Something got a bit. My name's Chad. You take your helmet off. Fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it on. Fine. You know, in this helmet, I feel strong. Like a strong, powerful male. If this shirt is a must-have in your closet.
I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry about any of that. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore, and I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collar stays stiff all day. Get 20% off using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Choose one appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillet and steak.
If anything happens to me, I don't want my family to stress over money.
I searched best online life insurance, and Ethos came up.
It took maybe 10 minutes.
I got covered 100% online.
Ethos made it fast and easy to come
back to the 2025 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
We are back. We're back in Green Bay. The New England Patriots are on the clock to make the 38th pick in this draft. Last night, selecting at number 4 overall, they took offensive tackle Will Campbell out of LSU. And here's the deal on the Patriots. You're not going to recognize them when next season begins. The turnover in this organization has been remarkable. It starts at the very top with the new head coach, Mike Vrabel, the team's legend. And look at all these new faces that they bring in, and that does not even include the selection last night of Will Campbell and whoever else it is they're able to bring in here. Patriots have a great many needs. Obviously, one of the big considerations is building around their young star quarterback, Drake May. So will that be the direction they go? We're about to find out as one of the Patriots all-time legends is making his way to the stage and to announce their pick here in the second round along with the Commissioner Roger Goodell.
To help make the New England Patriots selection, we are honored to have with us Special Olympic athletes Xavier Goff and Unified Sports partner Reed Turner. Both are Unified Flag football teammates from Special Olympics. Reed, Xavier. Special Olympics is one of the league's Play 60 community partners funded by the NFL Foundation. The NFL and Special Olympics team up to provide opportunities for athletes of all ages and abilities to get active through unified flag football. This allows individuals with and without intellectual disabilities to play on the same team. Xavier, Reed, you got the stage.
With the 38th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select
Trevion Henderson, running back.
Trevion Henderson to the Patriots. I like it.
And so the Buckeye running backs go within a span of 3 selections here in round 2. As for Henderson, he finished 5th on the school's all-time rushing list, just 7 yards behind Eddie George, and he had the highest athleticism score of any of the running backs at the combine.
6 Buckeye drafted already for a national championship team that had a ton of talent. And Travion Henderson was a great leader. Tremendous young man. He's a complete back. I think you got to kind of rotate him in because when Quinshon Judkins was there with the workload, Travion Henderson stayed healthy. He did not fumble once his entire career at Ohio State. There were some durability concerns until this year with Travion Henderson. But look at this kid. He averaged 7-1 a carry. That's the attention getter for Travion Henderson. He is a game breaker. Give him the ball. He can go 67 yards in a blink. Talk about a guy. He's also tied for 4th on the season with 27 receptions.
This boy is a monster.
5 yards per catch. I did have a 100-yard game in 2024, right? So there was Judkins there sharing the workload, but as a pass catcher, as a guy who protects the football, tough in terms of blocking, outstanding blocker as well. A guy who has proven he can handle the workload, has durability, but when bumped back, you can spot him situationally and get somebody in there to work in with him. I think you got a guy who can score touchdowns and hit a home run from any corner of the field.
And the thing I love about him as a 200-pound running back, I think he's the best pass blocking running back in the draft. He will step up in there and put his nose in there, and he will light you up. So you also have a home run hitter, but from a physicality standpoint,
New England Patriots.
Think about the 1-2 punch of Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson. That's the kind of like fire and ice that you want, thunder and lightning that you want. The big body Ramondre Stevenson, 225, 230. Travion Henderson right around 205, 208. I mean, it's perfect. Mike Vrabel knows what he wants. He knows what he's trying to build. Josh McDaniels will get a lot out of a player like this. And now combined with Will Campbell, this will be a team that's going to knock you in the mouth. And then when they kind of soften you up, you start bringing people down in the box, they're going to take some shots over the top. Travion Henderson talked about the fact that how big he is as a pass receiver. And that's just not out of the backfield. Out of the backfield, you can split him out, and he will be a problem for safeties and linebackers one-on-one. It's a nice pick.
The one thing about him, he tracks the ball.
Yes,
well.
no doubt.
It's effortless. It's routine with him. He never plays the football. And like I said, he had Judkins. Yeah, he's got some help. He can't be the main entity. He wasn't able to stay healthy when he was, but certainly at Ohio State, they had a lot of talent around the quarterback. Will Howard and Travion Henderson, Judkins, that dynamic duo with the next of Bujo. Simmons either got hurt, and what did he do? They kicked Donovan Jackson out. He's already gone to Minnesota Vikings. So a talent-laden football team with already 6 guys off the board.
If there's someone who knows how to utilize back, Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator in New England, you know what he did back in the Patriots' heyday when they were winning all the Super Bowls. He knows how to work backs to their strengths and put them in favorable situations so they can shine. He will do the same with the backs they have now.
It's going to be very similar to the way we saw Detroit use Montgomery and Gibbs.
Right.
Okay, you got one that's a thumper, another guy that's a home run hitter. Think about how well they work together. It'll be very similar now in New England with these two guys.
Sonic is up their own versions of it. Mel, you mentioned the 6 Buckeyes who've been drafted already here in the first 38 picks. And it's a remarkable group here for this incredibly talented team. There they are, lined up there with Henderson.
6 Buckeyes been taken. Abuka, Donovan Jackson, Tyleek Williams, Josh Simmons, Quinshon Judkins.
Taking running backs in the second round. They drafted Kevin Falk in the second round in 1999. Shane Vereen.
Look at this. This is crazy.
They won a combined 4
Crazy.
with the Patriots. So Mike Vrabel obviously knows a lot about.
And this is why they won a national championship.
And he's trying to recreate some with their draft here. All right, you may have heard some very loud booing a moment ago. That's because the Bears will put on the clock, the arch rivals of the hometown Green Bay Packers, and they now have a pick is in, so the Bears selection will be announced momentarily here as they're picking at number 39 in Chicago after they took the tight end Colston Loveland last night. Get ready for the boos as the Bears make their selection.
Chicago, where you at? That's what I'm talking about. simmer down. With the 39th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 2025 NFC North champions, Chicago Bears, select Luther Burden III, wide receiver, Missouri.
Ooh.
Congratulations, young man. Bam!
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Not going to be popular here, but they are remaking
Luther
this
Burden
offense
to the
with a
Bears.
offensive-minded coach. Luther Burden was a basketball superstar. He was the top offensive recruit as a football player in the
I like that.
as a receiver in 2022.
They finna get Caleb all type of weapons.
In his three weapons galore now for Caleb Williams. You added the first round pick.
Outstanding pass catching tight end. Now you're going to lose the third, and back in, at various stages of the season. You thought, okay, structure what we thought it would be. Through the process, it moved back up. Well, they can get first round. Here he is in the early second round. Luther Burden III with the ball in his hand. That's how he's strong. He is a game breaker. He can catch the deep ball. He's got outstanding hand. It's amazing he wasn't targeted more. He wasn't more of a factor from these games, but he did consistently come up big late in the game. Missouri pulled out a ton of games late. Here's catch here in traffic. Luther Burden has strong hands. He is an outstanding talent.
Luther Burden. And they'll put a hurting on him.
Now you have DJ Moore, Romo Doomsday, Luther Burden III. Now you have with Colton Neck, a guy like Colston Loveland. The Chicago Bears now for Caleb Williams are giving him some dynamic talent around him.
It's unbelievable, quite honestly. And then the thing that they've really done is they fortified the interior of this offensive line. Chicago's poised to take off. They're poised to take off. Think Amon-Ra St. Brown with Ben Johnson in Detroit.
You got Colston Loveland in the first round. And then Luther Burden. Caleb Williams is going to have all type of weapons at his disposal.
There's a reason why I took the over in terms of 8.5 wins this year. So they've got to put it together now. They've got to put it together.
They're making the game easy. Yeah, Caleb Williams. This is a guy you can throw it to him on a little smoke greenie. Yards after the catch is what he specializes in. And don't pay attention to the 24th season and the numbers being down. Go back into 23. That's what Luther Burden can give you week in and week out.
By the way, what you just saw was the final pick of the Bryce Young trade. So the Bryce Young trade to Chicago, or from Chicago to Carolina, however you want to characterize that, is now complete. That was the last pick that was included in it. Okay, gentlemen, we have now arrived at the New Orleans Saints selection at number 40. This is one that we have had circled, Mel, as we consider where might a quarterback go early in the second round. The Saints seem like a logical place.
Yeah, you think about Kelvin Banks Jr. coming in on the offensive line. It was a need area, wide receiver, quarterback, edge. But quarterback's the big issue. You're in a division right now with number 1 pick overall, Baker Mayfield, number 1 pick overall, an emerging Bryce Young. And then you have Michael Penix Jr., 8th pick overall last year, running the Atlanta Falcons. He's going to be their quarterback. So you got to keep up with the division in the NFL. You have to be 4th in the division at quarterback, or even a distant 4th. That any chance. Derek Carr's injury now, muddies the waters there. You got Spencer Rattler, and you're sitting here looking at Shedeur Sanders. So another option. Tyler Shuck, still on the board, right? Jalen Milroe, still on the board. Al McCord. Think about Will Howard. They have all the quarterbacks after the top 2, which I thought were obviously Shedeur number 1. The Cam Ward went 1. Jackson Dart went late first. Now we get the 3rd quarterback off the board. Saints in that Dome Stadium. At the peak, Atlanta's Dome, the weather, Carolina, Tampa Bay, favorable. This is the team, I think, at this stage of the draft, you got to address quarterback, Will.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to read the body language of the people.
Yeah,
me too. I'm looking at Brandon Staley, the defensive coordinator. I'm going, does he look happy? Kellen Moore happy? Which one of these guys is really looking at Mickey Loomis going, hey, thank you for giving me the guy I wanted? You would think with quarterback, given Derek Carr's health situation, would be something that they would want to address.
Will the Saints draft Shedeur? We will see.
Right now, they have some health with wide receiver. Could that be a position that they look here and they say, we can get great value here? Or is it, again, is it the signal caller? And which signal caller will it be? That's going to be interesting here. Kellen Moore, he's going to have his fingerprints all over this pick regardless. Let's see what happens.
All right, you saw the reaction in the draft room. Like you, I was trying to read the body language. No more need to try and figure it out. Here comes the selection for the Saints at 40.
Green Bay. That Nation, I see you. All right, with the 40th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Tyler Shuck, quarterback of Louisville.
There it is. One of the most intriguing prospects in this year's class. He will be 26 years old in September. He played parts of 7 seasons in college. Look at the reaction in the room, including from the dog. He had 3 at Oregon, 3 at Texas Tech, the huge year at Louisville. Lewis, you have been all over this player throughout the
And the first quarterback taken in the second round is Tyler Shownuff.
You get to talk to them in their facilities, get to talk to them.
Oh, shit. God damn it. They took Tyler Shownuff over Shador Sanders. They stupid.
He has been through it. He has persevered through injury, through 3 different programs. He got together this year down in Louisville with a nice offensive
Tyler Shownuff. Remember that name, Tyler Shownuff. Shownuff gonna make a play. This is a big, strong guy.
A guy like Holston Loveland, the Chicago Bears now for Caleb Williams are giving him a dynamic talent around him. A guy like Holston Loveland, the Chicago Bears now for Caleb Williams are giving him.
Kellen Moore used him in that way. You just got to be happy for him because he's persevered through the injuries, the collarbone, the broken lower leg, and now he's a second-round pick for the Saints.
I have made the remark many times. Finding someone who feels about you the way Lewis Riddick feels about Tyler Shuck. And as you see the celebration going on with Shuck and his family, we have a little compilation, Lewis, of some of your moments talking about Tyler Shuck. Oh boy.
There's a quarterback from Louisville. His name is Tyler Shuck.
You are the president of Tyler Shuck's fan club.
I'm going to go with the guy whose hill I'm going to die on, and that is Tyler Shuck.
Find somebody who loves you the way that Lewis loves you.
That's it, Josh Allen.
You're not going to tell me that Tyler Shuck is not a better prospect physically.
Oh, and that first round, Tyler.
I mean, you know, this whole profession, you know, you got to have passion, you got to have love for this profession. I just like seeing guys realize their dreams and persevere through hard times. He persevered, and now he's at a nice spot to where he can get his career and let it take off. You just wish the best for people like that.
And I'm told Adam Schefter is ready to go here. Shefty, what perspective can you add here as Shuck becomes the 3rd quarterback selected in
Tyler Shuck.
Not a surprise, I think.
keeps it healthy, he can spin it. He can definitely spin it. So I'm not going to sit here and count for who a quarterback I would take. You got your quarterback in New Orleans. It's a good spot. There is a division where they had to try to keep up. You got to keep taking shots. Bryce Young is the emerging kid right now. He was number one for a reason, and he started to really gain confidence and really improve once he was benched. He came back here to be a vet. He was a different quarterback. And Michael Penix Jr. could throw it. Well, they keep him healthy, right? He had big durability flex coming out of Washington. And you think about Baker Mayfield, former number one pick. He ain't going away. He's solidified in Tampa. So the division is the key. Tyler Shuck's got to make up ground in a hurry. New Orleans makes it work.
And that's the thing I love. You got a first-year head coach in Kellen Moore who identified the quarterback that he wants. Greeny, how many times have we seen this coach come in and then the coach is fired, but the fired coach chooses the quarterback? I love the fact that you're pairing a first-year coach in Kellen Moore with the rookie quarterback in Tyler Shuck. For me, that's a great pairing.
Now they just need to make sure, look, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, are those guys going to be available? They're going to be able to stay on the football field? Do you still now try and go out and get him some more wide receivers, some more weapons, trying to build up this offensive line? And Kellen Moore has really coached a lot of different types of quarterbacks. Now he's got a handful of Tyler Shuck. This will be exciting to watch.
All right, the Buffalo Bills pick is in at number 41. We've had a lot of movement and trades early on. Here comes the announcement for Buffalo selection.
Mafia, where you at? Where they at? All right, we got a trade. The Chicago Bears have traded the 41st pick to the Buffalo Bills. And with the 41st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select T.J. Sanders, defensive tackle, South Carolina.
T.J. Sanders at just under 300 pounds gets that pressure right up to the great stat here now. His average time, the first pressure that season, was 8th in the country. So he is big, but he gets after the quarterback.
Yeah, 13 games with 9 starts. He's tops among defensive linemen with the game back with 50 tackles. 7 were for loss and 4 were sacked. He's an athletic defensive tackle, but T.J. Sanders has hit 9 tackles against
The Buffalo Bills has taken T.J. Sanders.
Effective, exposing the edges of the blocker, his penetration in the backfield.
I never heard of this guy, but
And the pad as a variety of moves get to the quarterback. Rip, arm, over, glove, closes quickly, lacks the girth, the anchor against the double team. That's the issue. 4 years of defensive tackle, all that lacks a little consistency. The pass rush production, considering the talent, could keep getting better and improving. So T.J. Sanders, the talent is there. They coach him up. They say you got something.
If this were 10 years ago, I'd be concerned about the girth. But now this is a passing league. You need a guy that can have that first step quickness and put his foot in the ground and go north and south. He can do that. Got loose hip screening. That means he can take over, he can box front, and he can flip his hips and get around the guard and get to the quarterback. And if you're Buffalo, put him with Oliver. I like what they have as far as rush inside.
So he's had 10 sacks over the past 2 years. He's going to a couple games this year. I remember Missouri in particular, week 12. Quick hands, vertical push. Yeah, this is a nice pick. This is a guy who could wind up surprisingly in terms of his pass rush production.
So the Bills have got
will the Cowboys take Shador?
In this year's class, with the big story so far in round 2. The big guy, Tyler Shuck, selected by New Orleans. The Saints have found their quarterback. The Jets are on the clock, and they'll make their pick as we continue from Green Bay in just a moment.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time,
It's the most powerful mower in its class, featuring an aluminum deck that allows for extreme blade speeds, producing the perfect razor-sharp cut. Designed for durability that's guaranteed for life. All powered by Pico's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery. One battery powers all tools. Find an Ego retailer near you.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more.
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get yours up?
Metaphorically, yeah.
I need it.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sense of balance.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole? I don't really know what we're talking about anyway.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Dak going for it, and he fumbles. Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app.
He always delivers.
And so does the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
Verizon Small Business Days are back. Our experts?
Welcome in.
Closer than you think. Yeah, it's great. Nice surprise, huh? Ready to help. Serving up deals, advice, wherever you are. Even on the job.
Hey. Hi.
And making sure all your tech
Let's take a look.
is good to go. April 21st to 27th. Don't wait. Get started today.
We're back in Green Bay. Time for a look at sales best available. Brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
They got a wide variety of players here. Getting about pass rushers going off the edge. And Mike Green, we talked about Donovan Ezeraku, another kid who can get after the quarterback. And Elijah Aurora, really athletically gifted tight end, had a heck of a year. He can stretch that deep middle as well. Will Johnson begins to be concerned by a quarterback who we thought at times could be in the top 10 to 15 picks, which still be on the board at this stage in the second round.
So it's the Jets who are on the clock now with their new regime, their new head coach. I've heard it speculated that perhaps quarterback could be under consideration here, and certainly Deion Sanders, his family waiting to hear his son's name called at some point. We'll see if this is that point. The Jets went offensive line last night, taking Armand Membry, the right tackle, with their first round selection, and now here comes their pick in round number 2.
With the 42nd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Mason Taylor, tight end.
Mason Taylor. What a pick.
And the fans seem to like it there. His dad, the Hall of Famer Jason Taylor, did briefly play for the Jets, of course, more remembered as a Dolphin. Mason is 6'5", 251 pounds, highly productive, 129 catches over 3 seasons.
Jason Taylor's son, Mason Taylor, went to the Jets.
For another 2 weeks, the position we just picked last year, Brock Bowers, you passed them up, right? This year, you passed up Loveland and Tyler Warren. They go on Membo. You got to get a tight end. Justin Fields is going to be that guy for that dual credibility. Now you add Mason Taylor into the mix at 55 receptions this past year. It's a single-season school record for 546 yards, a couple touchdowns, at least 3 catches. It's 3 receptions in every game, so the consistency was there. Very good hands, cracks the ball, body control, route running, excellent. Seal blocks, pass blocks, and he's capable of getting that done as well. When you talk about positional versatility, he has it. Sonic leap when it comes to run after catchability. Lacks the base to be a reliable mover in the run game, average blocker. He can rise them out at times slow. That's a pass catching option for Justin Fields. He can get it done.
In any of the biggest situations, they needed a play. They threw the ball to Mason Taylor in Baton Rouge. They were the most dependable hands they have on that team. That's including Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr.
All right, for the Jets, who clearly need offensive firepower with Gary Wilson on the outside now, get tight end. The San Francisco 49ers are next, and their pick is in here at number 43 in this round number 2.
Bay Area!
Julian Peterson.
Bay Area!
Let's see who the 49ers is finna pick. Bang, bang, not a game.
With the 43rd pick in the 2025 class, the 49ers select Alfred Collins, D-tackle, Texas.
Alfred Collins, the operative word is big, a 332-pound run stuffer with long point of attack.
We said yesterday that John Winston, general manager, was trying to give Robert Saleh some guys to work with, some foundational players to really lead this football team back to where it once was on both lines of scrimmage. They started yesterday with Michael Williams and now Alfred Collins. 6'5", 332 pounds, 34 and 5/8" arms. He can play everywhere from the 9 technique, the wide defensive end, as you see here, and to the nose tackle. He can play a 4 technique and a 3-4 if you needed him to at 332 pounds. He just had great competitive character. He never stuck. Against Ohio State in the playoff game, he just played to the very end. Snap after snap. Just trying to hunt down the quarterback. Get separation at the point of attack. Flash the field push as far as the pass rush is concerned. He'll pursue the ball outside the tackle at 335 pounds. He's going to run out of gas now and then, but between him and Michael Williams, they now have some people for Robert Saleh to work with up front.
You know what? When I watch him play, I think Chris Jones, a big 3 technique, a guy with long arms. You see Chris Jones slide out to the edge. He can be that type of pass rusher. A bigger 3 technique. When you see the small ones, he can be one of the biggest.
All right. So the 49ers find their man. How about them Cowboys? Dallas on the clock. They selected an offensive lineman last night in round 1. We'll find out what direction they go in round 2 in just a moment.
Draft should go, Jerry. They do need a running back.
Not getting the results you expect? Don't use AI trained on any old data when you can use AI trained on your data. The AI built for business, IBM.
Pretzel crust is back at Little Caesars. So stop saying things like, I tried my own family for pretzel crust pizza. Well, that cheddar cheese sauce is powerful. Buttery flavored pretzel crust is back for $6.99 only at Little Caesars. No fighting required. Pizza, pizza.
Turn the off-season on again. With the NFL app, your home for all things NFL. Get the news, the highlights, and more access with a subscription to NFL Plus. For the picks, the moves, the plays. All in one place. All year long. Welcome home.
Sweat isn't sweet. It's earned. Day in and day out. Through hard work, grit.
Will the Cowboys draft Shedeur Sanders?
A life built by your own hands.
Probably
You feel
not.
the difference when you get it right.
Probably
Stay
not.
salty.
See, dough fungus is not just an embarrassing cosmetic problem. It can also be dangerous. Even small spots can spread and get worse. Drugstore remedies and prescriptions just don't get to the root cause of your fungus. That's why this simple 2-minute hack has gone viral. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. It works by deeply penetrating and disrupting the cellular structure of the fungus. Thousands of
Green Bay, and it has been a Booger McFarland kind of draft. We've had 7 defensive tackles selected so far. That's the most of any position. In fact, the 49ers are taking 2 defensive linemen. They've added 592 pounds to their defensive line with their first 2 picks in this year's class. In the meantime, the Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock and ready to make their selection here in round number 2.
Hello, Wisconsin.
About to see what Dallas drafts.
With the 44th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, The Dallas Cowboys select Donovan Ezeraku, defensive end, Boston College.
Now, what a final college season this pass rusher had 65 pressures.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
16 and a half sacks.
Dante
Second best in the
Dazarash,
country, with the
whatever his
ACC's
name is.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Micah Parsons got some help now. They can learn, obviously, Donovan Ezeraku can from Micah Parsons. 23 on a big board to get him at 44. Some reaches take place. Great player slides through the practice. 80 tackles as well. 80 tackles, and he wasn't a one-year wonder. Back in 2022, he had 14 and a half tackles lost, 8 and a half sacks, and forced 3 fumbles. That's been, I think, the mode of operation Donovan Ezeraku his entire career. He can bend off the edge. He's got long arms. The 6'2" and change, 247 pounds. It's a variety of moves.
Devin Asaraku to the Cowgirls.
Mode of operation Donovan Ezeraku his entire career. He can bend off the edge. He's got long arms. The 6'2" and change, 247 pounds. It's a variety of moves. Rip move, arm over, spin move. He's got them all. Repertoire moves. This kid's ready to go. He's NFL ready to go. Some that the Senior Bowl. 8 forced fumbles over the last 3 years with Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts in his division. Not just Micah Parsons will be chasing him. This kid will be.
Yeah.
But I think he's got too many moves. I think he'll be better on that football league level when he can take some of those moves and pare them down. And I know there's some question marks about his ability to stop the runs. He can set the edge. He does it with quickness, his length, his arm. He is juiced coming off the edge, and I think he'll pair well with Michael Parsons.
Coaching staff up there talks about the investment he made under the new coaching staff this year, headed by Bill O'Brien up there at BC. How he just committed himself from day one to doing everything possible to get the most out of him because he dreamed about a day like today. They rave about him from a personal football character standpoint. He is the consummate teammate, the consummate worker. Everything he's got, he has earned. And all that work he did in the offseason, it pays off now. He's got a star on his helmet. Pretty good ending for him.
For the Cowboys, you see there Jerry Jones, and to his right, our left, his new head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, who was an offensive coach throughout his career, but they've gone defense with each of their first 2 selections. The Colts are next, ready to go. They took the tight end last night in round 1. Let's see what direction they go in round 2.
Wisconsin, what up? Man, it feels so good to be out here. Didn't have the opportunity in 2020 due to circumstances, but I'm back in Wisconsin. It's always a good time out here, man.
This
Shout
nigga
out Salem City, man. This is a dream come
Jonathan
true,
Taylor
but
making the selection.
Let's find out who my new teammate's gonna be, man. Let's go. Let's keep this train rolling on day 2. And with that being said, with the 45th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, my Indianapolis Colts select JT Tuimoloau, DN, Ohio State.
What a weekend this has been for the Buckeyes. That's the 7th Ohio State player.
The 7th Ohio State Buckeye.
Off the edge for the national champions at 12 and a half sacks. Now last year, 23 and a half for his career.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it.
JTT. Seven Ohio State Buckeyes has been drafted. 7. That's just crazy. That's just crazy.
His ability to take the offender and lock him out. He uses his hands well from a technical standpoint. He makes up the lack of athleticism with the power and how he uses those hands.
What do you think about him and sub moving inside to the 3 technique? I think that's something with him in Ohio State. That's what he looks like to me. I don't know about the quick speed on the outside, but you are right. The power, the absolute just straight up bull rush. Taking off at the tackle, he's collapsing the pocket outside in. He's got a quick swim. I think he's going to be a terror when you move him inside and rush him over the guard and sub-rush situation.
He was an outstanding athlete as well. Had a scholarship offer to play basketball at Oregon, but chose, wisely it appears, to focus on football. So we're about midway through this round 2, and it's been a spirited round so far. The Dallas Cowboys going defense last night and then again tonight. The Rams are on the clock, and they're pick next from Green Bay in just a moment.
Look, Mom. Wow. Ugh, wish I bought Dixie. These weak store brand plates turn hard.
I could see the Rams drafting shit though.
Next time, get Dixie
I
Ultra
could see the
Plate.
Rams
3
drafting
times
shit though.
stronger than the leading store brand. Dixie, make it right.
You know, sit behind, learn behind Matthew Stafford for a year.
That's why the $5 biggie bag with the
You
junior
know?
bacon cheeseburger is available all the
Shut
time. It's the best
up.
time for fresh, never frozen beef and applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. They're gonna see some serious.
Was close to defeat, I rose to my feet.
Yeah,
I bet it feels right. Pressed against you, strawberry kisses. I bet it feels right.
Hey, you're not actually allowed to drink in a beer commercial?
the Rams took a tight
Since
end.
when? You gotta wait till it's done. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations. Here are the keys.
Congratulations, here's the water heater that somehow passed inspection, but will definitely flood your basement.
Wait.
Congratulations. Here's your first year supply of nitrogen fertilizer. Remember, not too little or too much or you'll kill your lawn.
Okay.
Congratulations. Here's Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Uh-oh. You're good. You can quickly compare insurance options and find the right coverage even if it's not with us.
What's the bad news?
Now skip the line.
Subway's got a new meal of the day. Chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway. When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast, and most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours.
So nobody not gonna take shit though.
Anytime, anywhere.
Like what's going
Tell
on?
your doctor all medicines you take. Don't take if allergic or
Nobody need no quarterback.
Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur hours to days after. Side effects include nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save on Ubrelvy.
Shit, if I was Arizona, I'd draft shit though.
We are back here in Green Bay. The Los Angeles Rams about to make their first pick of this draft, and they have been exceptional in the draft process over the last few years. Look at the names they have brought in, including last year, just completely remaking a defense that led them on a playoff run. And in a special note, the Rams team draft party this year is being held at the LA Fire Department's Fire Operations hangar. You see all of the Rams dignitaries there, just in respect of the abject heroism of the fire department during the horrific fires that took place in Los Angeles over the last few months. But we'll call it displaced.
See who's gonna be the next pick. The next pick is coming up.
Yesterday will make their first pick of the 2025 draft.
The LA Rams.
What to do, Green Bay?
So first and foremost,
Smack
I
the
just
button.
want to send a huge thank you to all the men and women who serve as our first responders and in our military. Secondly, I want to send a huge shout out to my son, Mikhail. It's his birthday today. He's a draft baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, lastly, let's get into this pick. With the 46th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Terrence Ferguson, tight end, Oregon University.
Terrence Ferguson.
Terrence Ferguson consistently productive for the Ducks, had at least 30 catches each of the last 3 seasons, a total of 14 touchdowns. He is the school's all-time leader in receptions among tight ends.
Hey, some things I really like about Terrence Ferguson, some concerns. Let's go to things we really like. Look at that size, 6'5" and change, 247 pounds, rank 4.63. Big games, 2 games against Ohio State this year. He combined for 9 receptions, 133 yards. 7 of the last 8 games he played, he had a reception of 20 yards or more. Why? Because he's got impressive size and athletic ability, exceptional run after the catch, talent, like his ability to adjust to off-target throws. Now, the concern. Needs to do a better job securing the catch and contested situations. We see it with Tyler Warren, didn't see it consistently with Terrence Ferguson. It's a frustrating blocker. Made some nice blocks in motion, lacks the attention to detail, dropped his head, consistently get the job done in that area. It wasn't the issue. With the issue, that's the concern moving forward. Blocking, making sure you go up and get those contested grabs in the NFL. He's going to have to be able to do that. He has the size, he has the athleticism to do it.
Wow.
Excellent. And one thing about this kid, highly regarded, highly respected by teammates, the coaching staff guard.
I think that's one thing Sean McVay loves is the movement skills. You can see the fluid movement and the athletic ability. I think he fits well in offense, especially the way they want to run the zone blocking scheme and the play action off of it.
His desire is going to have to improve. The consistency of what you get after Jack.
All right, the Arizona Cardinals are up next, and they're ready to make their pick here in round number 2.
What's up, Green Bay? And with the 47th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the
Arizona Cardinals.
Will Johnson, defensive
Will Johnson, cornerback.
Rise up, Red Sea.
All right, finally his name called so spectacular for the Wolverines in 2023. Intercepted Michael Penix in the national championship game in which he was named the defensive MVP. Missed more than half of last season, but was still named an All-American medal. This is a player who Lewis could have been, if not for the injuries, could have heard his name called very early last night.
Yeah, there's no question about it. That's really what pushed him down. It's the injury concerns. It's whether or not he's going to be a guy who can get to a second contract and be a decades-long corner. It's not a skill issue with him at 6'1", 694 pounds. This is the who, when you're playing split safety schemes, meaning cover 2, cover 4.
Will Johnson from Michigan.
Blue the quarterback. He has fantastic closing quickness. Fantastic
Best
instincts
available.
and has finishing skills. Look, his defensive coordinator, you see it right here. That's his reading the 3-step drop, jumping the hits, and then he's off to the races. His defensive coordinator, Wake Martindale, said he has ball skills and has hands, tracks the football like the Hall of Famer Champ Bailey. As far as his ability to see the football and finish on it, this is a heck of a pickup for Arizona. Obviously, their medical department said, hey, look, he is worth the risk at this point in the draft. And if they can keep him healthy and he can stay on the football field, that's a heck of a pickup.
So they take a Michigan man. We have a Michigan man. Adam Schefter, what can you tell us about Will Johnson?
Well, Greeny, a year ago, he might have been a top 5, top 10 pick, but because of concerns about his knee, because of the fact that he could need a surgery at some point in the future, he slipped to this spot, to Arizona's slot, and some people wondered whether Jim Harbaugh would look to get Will Johnson to LA in the second round. He didn't make it there. The Arizona Cardinals select the outstanding young man from the University of Michigan, Will Johnson. Well, plenty more from the 2025 NFL Draft is we're in the middle of round 2 with plenty of picks to come and more intriguing prospects on the board.
So the Raiders traded their pick to the Texans. So now it's the Texans' pick.
Make sure you have the best deals with My Lowe's Rewards, and that you get help from people who've done that.
Try this.
This spring will help you build something rewarding.
Hey, Stan, what's up? I made you something. Oh, thank you. I got something for you. You groovy? Of course.
Lowe's knows how to help you spring.
The Nissan Armada, starting at just 50.
I was gonna mess up on the commercial. That's more understand. Like you messing up, but you messing up on the commercial. Come on, man. On the commercial.
I texted you guys. I was going to. I got fresh first this morning. I thought you said you were going to.
Connection means something. That's why with AT&T, we proactively make it right with a credit for a full day of service if there is a network interruption. That's the AT&T guarantee.
So yeah, outrage is trending.
Ooh. Bro might not go to the third round.
Does it actually work?
Visible results in 1 hour and dead leads in 1 day. Spruce, the new, hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
During months of free, Buffalo Wild Wings gave to me free boneless wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined World War for a month of free.
Yes. The 2025 NFL schedule will be released. The stage electric. Quarterbacks defying this rivalry. A Super Bowl rematch for the ages. Welcome back. We are back in Green Bay. It's time for a draft moment brought to you by Haagen-Dazs. Hey, Booker, remember you were talking about that moment when you got drafted? So this is Quinshawn Judkins. His phone rang while he was out of the room. So you see, members of his draft party are there. The Browns are calling to select him, but he's not in the room. And so they answer the phone, and they're all yelling for him. Hey, Quinshawn, and then he comes back in to take the call.
Sometimes you gotta go to the bathroom,
That's exactly right.
How it goes.
It's like me. An interesting moment there.
I would have been out of the room most of the time.
If you know, you know. So anyway, Quinshawn Judkins, when nature calls, sometimes that beats out when the Browns call. So we have that moment, and now we have this great moment with Tyler Shock. Look at the celebration. 7 years in the making. That's how long he was in college. You love to see a dog that excited as well. The thing is taking Tyler Shock. Number 40. The dog just knows something exciting is happening. And I'm here for that moment as well. So Tyler Shock goes to the Saints. Still waiting on some of the other quarterbacks to be drafted here, but now it is the Texans who are on the clock and ready to announce their pick.
Trade alert, trade alert. Those boys in Houston are making moves right now. The Las Vegas Raiders have traded the 48th pick to the Houston Texans.
Wow.
And with the 48th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Ariante Nursery, tackle, Minnesota.
Oh, another defensive tackle.
38 games of his career at left tackle for the Gophers and was named the Big Ten's offensive lineman of the
Oh, he an offensive
year
lineman.
last
Okay.
season. Now, he grew up in Kansas City, and he is big, 6'6", 331.
At a 501, and guess what? He was matched up against Abdul Carter, second pick in the draft up at the guy with third overall of the New York Giants. He was Ariante Nursery. All of the start, all that experience. He would just ride Abdul Carter out of the play. Take that scenic route around the quarterback. And it's not a factor in that game. Abdul Carter against Minnesota and Ariante Nursery. 3 total tackles, 1 solo. That's it. No hurries, no pressure, no sacks, no nothing. Did a heck of a job in that game. Mason Graham, same exact thing there. But he was battle tested in the Big Ten against some quality defensive linemen. And I think the guys can get after the quarterback inside and out. You look at his pad level at times.
Talking about we got protection for C.J. Stroud.
In his face, not going to be his forte. But I'll tell you what, as a run blocker, the size, the strength, he gets steady movement, he can anchor with power. Talking about hand placement, he can
These are the Texas 2 draft picks. Wide receiver and offensive lineman. Okay. I like it. I like it.
I tell you what, Apple had no answers. He didn't have an answer.
Yeah, he had him frustrated. You could see he was visibly frustrated. He looked totally different. Like week 5, I saw him against Michigan. I was going, oh boy, this doesn't look so good. He goes against Penn State, goes against one of the best pass rushers in college football. Look totally different. Just got to smooth out the performance.
CJ Stroud's having a good day. He's got a receiver. He's got an offensive lineman. And the Bengals are next on the clock.
I'm fucking weak.
With the 49th pick in the draft of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Demetrius Knight Jr., linebacker, South Carolina.
Okay. The Bengals need to draft all defense. That's what Ocho Cinco said. The Bengals have to draft. All their picks gonna have to be on defense. This is what Ocho Cinco said. They use all them picks on the defensive side of the ball.
Georgia has a duel for 8 for loss and 3 forced fumbles. The Oklahoma game, he had 11 tackles in back-to-back games against the Oklahoma, the Sooners, and Texas A&M.
Chad Johnson just tweeted out red alert. I think Chad liked that pick.
Against Clemson, he had 10 tackles and an interception on a tie.
That's the fact that you've got someone in the middle to go with Logan Wilson, who can really go ahead and control that second level and make a lot of plays, both against the run game and the run game and in pass coverage. Demetrius Knight, he's one of the guys who was on the list here. Now, him and Jamar Stewart, that's a pretty good start as far as revamping that defense.
Hey, look, for a defense that really had nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
What was obviously a very challenging season a year ago. The Seattle Seahawks are up next. Their pick will be announced live from Green Bay as we continue in just a moment on ESPN2.
You can do better than this. We the hungry deserve a better burger. A burger made to order and hand smashed into greatness. No longer shall we suffer the spatula of mediocrity. America, this is the burger we deserve. Today, we smash free. One nation with liberty and extra napkins for all. You'll be back. People who can't help people customize and save at Liberty Mutual.
Well, I'll be. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
First, we dropped in to tackle any job. Then we built the first muscle truck, then added the legendary Hemi engine. Ram has always powered American freedom. Now with our Freedom of Choice pricing program, visit your local dealer to choose your offer. Cash incentives or employee pricing for all. Because nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Get $6,500 combined cash allowance, plus current Chevrolet, Ford, and GMC owners get $1,500 cash.
We're with terror. We're with terror. During the holidays, when she misses home the most.
Thanks to generous supporters, we're with all service
members and their families need connection, comfort, and a home away from home. You with them. Learn more at USO.org today.
What if your body didn't have to hurt after being active? Introducing Stogo, the only apparel with adjustable medical-grade support designed to help you overcome injuries, minimize pain, and regain the confidence to get back out there. Stogo's supportive apparel is engineered with 90 feet of high-strength cables that reinforce the body and control dials that allow you to adjust your support. It's trusted by professionals, world-class athletes, and weekend warriors who all want one thing: more activity and less pain.
We're back in Green Bay. Do you think the fans here are excited to have the draft? That's one of those houses directly across the street from Lambeau Field, informing us that the pick is in. The Seattle Seahawks have moved up on the clock. We've had a lot of trading action so far in this second round. In fact, the Carolina Panthers have moved into the 51st slot, so they'll be picking after Seattle here at the half-century mark. Well, let's go to the stage for the Seahawks.
What up, 12s? Before we start, I gotta say happy birthday to my son, Jedediah. Everyone say happy birthday. With the 50th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Elijah Arroyo, tight end.
Tight end.
Let's get it.
Elijah Arroyo is originally from Frisco, Texas. Knee injuries marred his first few seasons at the U, but he broke out big time last year now with 35 catches, 7 touchdowns, and made big plays, about 17 yards a catch to lead all tight ends.
This guy is right out of central casting when you're talking about tight ends. You see him in person, you're going, how did he not catch 1,000 passes this year? That's because Miami was loaded at the wide receiver position, but he made the very most of his opportunities. An offensive coordinator, Shannon Dawson, down there said, look, the best is all ahead of him. The catch and run ability. At 250 pounds, you see him there, you're not going to run him down. And in this offense out in Seattle with Clint Kubiak as the offensive coordinator now, Sam Darnold is going, I've got a guy now who can play the Y, he can flex out, he can play the U on the move, he'll become a better blocker at 250 pounds and 6'5". If you look at him in person, he should be dominating people. I mean, absolutely dominating. Tremendous hand, athleticism, he's got the entire package. This is what they're looking for in a prototypical tight end. He's just got to put it all together, play stronger in the run game, but he's going to get a lot more targets now. No doubt.
So the Seahawks drafted a center, safety, and a tight end. These are the... Oh, they turned it off.
John Schneider, Ray Zabel, interior offensive lineman, Nick Eamon-Roy, safety in the Kyle Hamilton mold. Now you add a guy like Elijah Arroyo, smartness out of his break, dangerous hits the kid. He's a weapon in the passing game for Sam Darnold.
All right, the Panthers moved into this spot, so they identified a player they wanted. Let's find out who it is. Carolina with the pick at 51.
What's up, Wisconsin? Panthers fan, hey, keep pounding, man. Shout out to God, shout out Memorial Noman. The Denver Broncos have traded the 51st pick to the Carolina Panthers. With the 51st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Nick Scorton, DN, Texas A&M.
Yeah, one very productive season in College Station, led that team with 5 sacks. That after leading the Big Ten in sacks with 10 the year before playing at Purdue. And he's still very young, won't turn 21 till the end of August.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's a big kid. Yeah, I'll tell you what, 2 years ago, he looked like a guy we'd be talking about a lot earlier than this. He was third in the SEC with 14 tackles for loss this year. Some were a little quiet at times and led the Aggies with 5 sacks. Thought that number would be 10 plus. It was 5. Against Arkansas, 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble to seal the win. That was one of his key games of the season. Defensive end, outside linebacker, scheme versatile, varies his path to the quarterback. Like that aspect of this game. Good instincts as well. Hand usage, hard worker. So explosiveness off the edge at times. You don't see elite in that area, both as going up against those great NFL offensive tackles. And again, could get better at keeping containment off the edge as well, sealing the edge against the run. So for Nick Scorton, you saw flashes of brilliance at times, both at Purdue and A&M, consistency lacking, and you wonder against those skilled offensive tackles, how effective will be getting after the quarterback.
I think the thing that jumped off the screen is his motor. You talk about a guy, when you turn him on, the motor is nonstop over and over. And you can win a lot of one-on-one rushes just by outworking the guy. And Scorton showed us that time and time again on film.
The coaching staff down there in College Station told me this year, he's a great character guy. He raises the level of the effort of everyone around him. When he went up against Will Campbell, he gave him all he could handle. Because he's never going to stop. He's never going to quit. Super physical. Good building block for Carolina.
Titans are on the clock and ready to go. They made the first pick of this draft and then have not selected since. So the Titans picking here now at number 52.
What's up, Green Bay?
What will the Titans pick at 52? That's the question.
And with the 52nd pick
52nd.
in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Olawufemi Oladejo out of UCLA, edge rusher.
Oh, defense.
Northern California kid played his first 2 seasons at Cal, then transferred down to LA, began as a stand-up linebacker, moved to the
Let's
edge,
go.
last year.
Tell you what, love to get him running up as my entry, the Kentucky Derby entry of Oladejo and Schlesinger. Schlesinger first pick in round 2, the Cleveland Browns. And here we are, Tennessee Titans needing an edge. Oladejo moved from the inside off ball to the edge at 57 tackles, 13.5 for loss, was led the team, 4.5 sacks. He's getting better and better with more experience. This kid gets there, still got a motor. He's got that. He's adapted to the position change off ball, the outside. He's a work in progress. The motor needs to be a little more disciplined getting after the quarterback. The talent, though, is undeniable.
Yeah, I couldn't understand. Sometimes they move him inside to like a 4 technique over top of tackle him down at 259 pounds.
No,
that's not where they want to use him. But hey, this guy is physical now. He is absolutely physical. And if there's anyone who will have a good plan for him, the Denard Wilson will know how to use him down there in Tennessee. He'll get the most out of him, put him on the edge, and let him hunt. Great competitive character, like to pick up.
They need the pass rush. Hal Titans just 32 sacks last year, tied for the 3rd fewest in the NFL. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. We're up to pick number 53, and we'll hear it from Green Bay right after this.
Tampa Bay next.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
Funny. I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
Well, that's easy. USAA.
I thought that was for the military.
And their families. Grandpa served and he joined USAA. He shared membership with your mom, so she'll give it to you.
Really?
And they'll take good care of you.
USAA. Members who switch save an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
Check out the new whip. Tight. Fully custom. Pretty Bud Lights can fit in that puppy. As many Bud Lights as it takes. No problem.
I have 10 years of experience.
This job requires a college degree. Any degree. Any degree. Just...
Indeed matches you with jobs that actually match your experience.
And what was your major?
Dance.
Oh.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Looking for a reason to try the $5 meal deal with new McValue. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal with new McValue.
Welcome to the show. Buckle up. It's about to get loud here. The one with unimaginable power. Wow. Unreal stuff. And endless entertainment. Unbelievable. Where young trailblazers bring big speed, big swag, and big personalities. My God. Welcome to MLB's best. Phillies, Cubs, big-time talent shines from the friendly confines on Sunday Night Baseball. Sunday at 7 on ESPN.
I am somebody. I may be young. But I am. Somebody. I may be small. But I am. I must be respected.
Protected. Never rejected.
But I am.
Somebody.
You're watching the 2025 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
and our friends at Courtyards right now. And also bring us Mel's best available.
Great, some new names pop up on the best available board right now. We saw guys either were injured, maybe now teams in the second round taking chances. Darius Alexander, first one kid out of Toledo, love him. We have a Jared Wilson, first year at the start. Remember, Cedric Van Fraser had been the center of Georgia. Jared Wilson takes over. He's an athlete. He can move. He's getting better and better. Best football ahead. That young man out of the Georgia Bulldogs program.
All right, the Buccaneers pick is in. Berger promised us yesterday they were going to go defense, and they took a wide receiver.
I think they have to go defense now, Brady. Yes.
Well, we're going to find out right now. The Buccaneers and one of their legends out here to announce their selection.
Simeon! What's up, Green Bay? Yeah, I love the energy. Love the energy. And with that in mind, with the 53rd pick in the NFL 2025 draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Benjamin Morrison, DB, Notre Dame.
So they do go defense. He played just 6 games last year because of a hip injury, so he missed the run to the title game, but he really made his mark in 2022 as a true freshman with 6 interceptions.
He really did. 6 interceptions there, 10 pass breakups and 3 interceptions. The next year, grading 20 and 23. And then this past year, the hip injury in October. Think about Benjamin Morrison, where he would have been had he not gotten hurt. It'd have been probably in that first round discussion. Got a really good feel in coverage. His eyes mirror with the receiver and the football. Locates the ball with the back to the quarterback. Like that aspect of his game. Plays through the checkpoint. And he'll do his job in run support. Veteran Morrison, Lou, had talent flaws. It's a shame he got hurt. That's kind of the theme of a lot of these players that we had highly rated back in August. Got hurt. Medical is important. Coming off the hip injury for Benjamin Morrison. Get you talent at Notre Dame.
If the medical is clear, this is going to be a good fit down in Tampa. They have one young corner in Zion McCollum they feel really good about. The other corner, Jamel Dean, off injured. They need some DB. They traded Carlton Davis away. They have to find guys that can cover in this Todd Bowles good scheme.
Okay. Well, let's bring it back here because let's just listen to the crowd go crazy as the hometown Green Bay Packers are on the clock. You can hear the enthusiasm. Steven was last night when they selected the wide receiver for the first time in round 1 since 2002. And they're excited here again tonight. So the Chiefs heads on the stage. I believe that's Joe Thomas wearing one. The Packers pick is in. And here comes the commissioner with some guests to make the announcement.
All right, Green Bay, make some noise. I have some special guests up here to help make the Green Bay Packers choice. So give it up for Packers legend Jordy Nelson.
What's up, Packer Country? Thanks, Commissioner. I also want to introduce Kenya and Marcellus from the Boys and Girls Club in Green Bay. We're recognizing incredible youth like them as part of our Inspire Change initiative. The NFL works with Boys and Girls Club nationwide to help young people find their voices, advocate for issues important to them, and become future leaders. Let's have these leaders help me announce the pick.
With the 54th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
The Green Bay Packers select
Anthony Belton, tackle, North Carolina State. Go Packers!
So they go offense again. His nickname is Escalade, and the operative word is enormous. 6'6", 336 pounds, Mel with long arms out of Tallahassee, Florida.
Around a 5'2".
Wow.
Think about it as a run blocker, the hand strength, the power.
He from Tallahassee. Wow.
Excels at torque blocks, like that seals, able to do damage on the second level. The side, he is mammoth, and he can play guard or tackle moving forward in the NFL. Pass protection, the nimbleness of foot to protect the edge and possess easy anchor against power rushes. That's the thing that was impressive to me. So the automatic move inside, I'm not buying. I still think you can play outside and tackle. Alertness when it comes to dealing with twists and stunts. Anthony Felton is going to help your offensive line. The not tackle is going to be guard, but I would not bet against them on the outside. When the edge, skilled edge rushes Lewis, I think the versatility that he provides, he will be a starting offensive lineman for one of those spots.
Yeah, what he is he's nasty. He reminds me of Mekhi Becton. I can see that kind of transition. A guy who slides inside and just dominates people with his size and his physicality. It's just about cleaning up the technique, footwork in the run game, pass set footwork.
I did not know he was from Tallahassee, Florida, though.
When he gets his hands on you, it's over. It's a wrap for you. When they needed it, they ran behind Anthony Belton. I think he will be a two-position player. He'll have guard tackle flexibility. But I can definitely see him being an absolute road grader at guard in the mold of a Mekhi Becton.
All right, Jim Harbaugh's Chargers have made their selection. They took Omarion Hampton, their running back, in round one last night. We'll see which side of the ball they choose to go. Here are the Chargers, ready to announce their selection.
What up, Wisconsin? Feels good to be back home, baby. Buck Nation, I see you over there. With the 50
Melvin Gordon.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Trey Harris, wide receiver, Mississippi.
Oh.
All right, Trey Harris, first team All-SEC last year with over 1,000 yards receiving
Trey
and 7
Harris.
touchdowns. But you want to hear a great story? We're going to show it to you here. He was a quarterback in high school in Lafayette, Louisiana, where his primary target was a fellow you may have heard of, Malik Neighbors. What you are seeing is Trey Harris, wide receiver, Ole Miss, now with the Chargers, throwing a touchdown to Malik Neighbors in high school. That's where it all began. Now the path takes him to LA.
Tell you what, when he got to Jackson Dart, he made some plays. He only played 8 games, injured this year. Had he been out there the full season, he goes a little higher than this. Still led the Rebels in receptions with 60. Talking about the average per catch, 17.8 yards per catch with 7 touchdowns. He had some huge games, 11 catches against Kentucky, 176 yards, and a touchdown. One-handed grab there. His hands, his concentration, the side, expansive catch radius. He can win in tight coverage. He's not any speed merchant by any stretch of the imagination. They definitely qualify still as a down-the-field threat, power element to his game. Doesn't do when it comes after the catch. He's got power. I tell you what, he runs hard. He will take on people. With corners, you don't want to tackle him, he'll run through you, he can run around you. So he's a feast with the ball in his hands because he runs with authority and he runs with an attitude.
The fact that he only played 8 games in 2024, that really hurt Ole Miss. It hurt their run to try and get in the college football playoffs. Had he not gotten injured, I think Ole Miss would have made a run at the college football playoffs. They still were able to put up points. Jackson Dart still have their friends this year. But this kid is a big playmaker waiting to happen. In 2023, he was unstoppable.
Chargers took a receiver in the second round last year as well. Ladd McConkey led the team in receiving yards as a rookie. The Bears are on the clock. We'll hear them get booed next from Green Bay.
We have a dangerous threat. He has sharp teeth. He has claws.
He escaped.
He's not from our world, but he's making himself right at home.
Look, I got a dog.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Attention, Cobra Bubbles. We have a blue dog to get.
Lilo and Stitch.
I'm gonna give you to 3 Stitch. Why?
Rated PG, May 23rd.
Oh, should have
Oh,
bought Dixie.
freaking
These weak store brand plates are risky.
Now they got a real Lilo and Stitch movie.
Next time, get Dixie Ultra Plates. 3 times stronger than the leading store brand. Dixie, make it right.
There's some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices so you can reach today's financial goals and look forward to a more confident future.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. McCaffrey looking lost.
I'm looking for a one. I'm looking for a one. Could you point me aisle 27?
Find what you need faster with the Lowe's app.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Your nerves might be shot. Your hopes might be hiding in the crease. And you might be seeing double. Or you might be feeling the heat. And you might be cursing droughts. And you might be witnessing history. And you might be thinking, oh my God, this is it. Whatever it is, you're in it. And with the Stanley Cup playoffs, that's the only thing that matters. The Stanley Cup playoffs.
Brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle honey chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Transform your water and live hydrated. Care for live more with Liquid IV. There's news.
I can see the Bears getting a halfback
And there's
right
good
here.
news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries from volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital shifts, all made possible by kindness. We love good news.
All right, we are back in Green Bay. A quick note here, Shedeur Sanders, one of the most talked about players throughout this entire draft process, remains available as the Bears prepare to make the 56th pick in this draft, number 24 in the second round. We've had 3 quarterbacks taken overall in this draft. The first of them, Cam Ward, last night going number 1, then Jackson Dart went to the Giants earlier tonight. Tyler Shock of Louisville was drafted by New Orleans. Meanwhile, the least popular team in Green Bay, the Chicago Bears, are now set to announce their pick, and we've got here we are. Here we go with a special guest to make the announcement. Green Bay, Wisconsin! Is that all you got? Come on, you can be louder than that! I know y'all mad because championship gold looks good on the blue and orange!
This man.
This Green Bay, we are in the shadow of Lambeau Field, and I love Lambeau Field because the king of the North, the best quarterback in the NFC North, Caleb Williams, is undefeated at Lambeau Field. And in case y'all aren't familiar with my game, let me remind you, I am a visionary.
And Seth Rollins. I'm freaking weak.
I am Seth freaking Rollins. And I am here to tell you that with the 56th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the greatest franchise in the NFL, the Chicago Bears select Ozzie Trapillo, tackle from Boston College.
Ozzie Trapillo.
And bear down, Chicago. Okay. Ozzie Trapillo, you start with the size. He's a legit 6'8",
Don't forget that.
316 pounds, and great experience on both sides. Started a lot at right and left tackle.
No doubt he offers position flexibility, but think about this.
Man, this
At
man's
6'8",
6'8".
316 pounds, you may think someone that big is not an athlete. He plays light on his feet, heavy hands, position flexibility, able to move. The only thing I don't like about him, and you would guess that he plays a little bit high, but he's been training with Dante Scarnecchia, the former New England Patriot offensive line coach, who's a guru from an offensive line standpoint. So he's been working with him. So I have no doubt that from a technical standpoint, this young man will get his pad level down. But I love the athletic ability of a 6'8" guy.
I tell you, he adjusts really well to twists. Yeah, I enjoy watching this kid because he really.
The Lions traded up.
Starts talk about at right tackle and left tackle. He neutralized inside pressure as well. Andre Trapillo made a lot of progress in Boston College.
They liked him at Boston College. Bill O'Brien again. They had a solid offensive line, solid run game this year. Chicago continuing to bolster that offense at every position.
Well, the new offensive-minded head coach excited about what they've been able to add. Meanwhile, let's stay in the division here. We've got a run in the NFC North. The Detroit Lions on the clock, and I see the commissioner making his way out with
What's up? What's up?
as well to announce Detroit selection.
Shedeur Sanders is still on the clock, y'all. Shedeur Sanders is still on the clock. I don't understand it.
We are honored to have with us the surviving
Could the Lions draft Shedeur Sanders?
Specialist Christopher Kuby, who will announce the selection of the Detroit Lions second-round pick. As a proud soldier, Christopher deployed to Iraq, where he was tragically killed in an IED explosion in July 2007 at age 18. Specialist Kuby's service was marked by numerous awards and decorations, including the Bronze Star Medal and the Purple Heart. Christopher grew up in Michigan and was a lifelong fan of the Lions, passionately cheering his home team whenever he could. We honor him and thank his family and TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, which offers care to those grieving the loss of a military loved one. And now, I'm going to turn it over to John and David, who will announce in honor of their brother and son. Let them give him a cheer, brother.
Thank you so much. And here we go. The Denver Broncos have traded the 57th pick to the Detroit Lions. With the 57th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select
Tate Ratledge, guard from Georgia.
Yeah! Go Lions! Go Lions!
Well, he has great size, and he has great hair. He has a mullet that was the stuff of social media legend at the Combine. As we watch this gorgeous moment here with the commissioner and the family. Again, Ratledge, there's the mullet we were talking about. Two-time national champ, first-team All-American in his final season in Athens, despite missing 4 games.
But new offensive coordinator Johnny Morton is going to absolutely love him. He dealt with an ankle injury, missed a couple games in 2024. But this guy is legit. He's excellent balance, functional strength. He's consistent. He can pull. He can get to the second level. He can lock up on.
That's all they drafting is linemen. Linemen.
Reset, get control of 3 techniques. He can block them one-on-one. There's really nothing he can't do. You can basically pencil this guy in, I believe, at right guard for Detroit. And he's going to fit right in with the culture Dan Campbell has built up there. You got to love this pick. Tate Ratledge, one of the more impressive offensive linemen, regardless of position, that I watched this year.
All right, the Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock, and their pick is ready. Here they come with the announcement for Las Vegas here in round 2.
Shedeur.
NFL fans here in Green Bay, are you having some fun tonight? You guys are absolutely amazing, and I get the privilege of representing some other amazing fans, that being Raider Nation. I was blessed to play 13 years with the Silver and Black, and the man who used to always make this pick is a Raider legend, an NFL Hall of Famer, Willie Brown. And I want to give a shout out to Willie Brown, his tradition in this place.
was he wanted to give a heartfelt appreciation and thanks to all the mothers of the NFL community. It's 2 weeks till Mother's Day, and he always wished them an early Happy Mother's Day. If you're a fan of the NFL, if you're a player in the NFL, if you're a coach in the NFL, you likely had a very supportive, encouraging mom or mom figure that sacrificed to make that dream possible. Tonight, we have another dream being made. With the 58th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Jack Besh, wide receiver, Texas Christian. Just win, baby.
Jack Besh.
It is among the most emotional stories of this draft, and we will tell it in detail in a moment. That's Jack. His brother Tiger was a football player who was killed in a terror attack in New Orleans on New Year's Day. We'll talk about that in a moment. A month later to the day, Jack caught the game-winning touchdown on the final play of the Senior Bowl. He is a transfer from LSU who had 62 catches, 9 touchdowns last year at TCU.
That boy Besh be catching everything.
Everything you want. You talk about the attitude, the approach. And he got stuck. You talk about early on. He thought he was going to be a star at LSU. And we talked about what he was going to be able to do throughout his career. He led them in receptions with 62, receiving yards with 1,034, receiving touchdowns with 9. Remember, Savion Williams was a Wildcat quarterback and moved to that position later in the year. Talking about winning regional state titles in football as a junior and senior member of the St. College Sports basketball team, who won 3 straight championships. Is athletic, and what he target to is length. I mean, he throw it up, he will go get it. He will get the contested catches. Very good hand, tracks the high points of football. I thought he was dangerous after the catch. Thought he made things happen with the ball in his hands after the catch. Really good route runner, creates a lot of separation. I tell you what, you talk about Jack Beck. There you go. You think you got it covered, you don't, Bush.
Hands are great. You talk about the technical aspect of the route running, but Green, the number one thing I'll say, from a football character sense, it stands out. When he steps on the field, the competitiveness, how hard he goes at a workout, at a practice, anything he does. Great football character this young man possesses.
He's a terrific player, and as I mentioned in the Senior Bowl, this was a month after the tragic event involving his brother being killed. He caught that game-winning touchdown at the Senior Bowl. It's extraordinarily emotional, and as Jack enters the league, it's about a lot more than football as he carries the memories and the legacy of his older brother Tiger with him.
My brother's name is Tiger Besh. He was my best friend. He was my mentor. He was the person I always looked up to, the person I always wanted to be. He died January 1st, 2025 in the terror attacks in New Orleans on Bourbon Street.
Breaking news, a pickup truck plowed into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street.
14 innocent victims all dying.
He was the person who first saw greatness in me. He went on to play college football at Princeton University up in New Jersey.
Tiger Besh, he is gone for 70.
Whenever a team gets me, they're not only meeting Jack Besh, but they're meeting Tiger Besh. I have 2 different tattoos to remember him and to represent him. So the first one I have is 7 Heaven. It's the number he wore in high school and in college. And the second one is Roman numerals. It's right over my heart. It's his birthday, January 28th, 1997, and the day he died, January 1st, 2025. They just go and represent that they're both on my left side, that he's my other half, and he'll forever be my other half.
And so obviously there's so much more than football involved in this story, and the emotions that you see for Jack and for his family and the memory of his brother. Just an overwhelming story in so many ways.
It absolutely is. I mean, it's an inspirational story. It's something that will stick with people who follow football, who follow Jack Besh as a coach and story forever. And he's just someone who's just easy to cheer for. He's just easy to cheer for. Las Vegas got to give him a ring.
You can see the tears in the room. You know, they are tears of joy and excitement and tears of another sort as well, with all the family has been through. A lot of people around the NFL very happy for Jack Besh and his family in this moment as they get to celebrate his selection in the second round of the NFL Draft. And on we go here from Green Bay. The commissioner is making his way out, and I believe the commissioner is going to make a special
Feel that boy, brother.
Getting a little information. We'll take a short break here, one way or another. Obviously, an extraordinary night. The NFL draft is about so many things, and football sometimes is only one of them. We'll continue from Green Bay in just a moment.
The Ravens are now on the clock. No, they're not taking a quarterback.
New salted caramel macadamia. That's us.
Maybe we can get another pass rusher.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Hey kid, it's pronounced Liberty. 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 Liberty.
What would a Ravens
She's mocking me.
take?
Very mature.
Hey, that's the nephew too.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
She's two.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast, and most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur hours to days after. Side effects include nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save on Ubrelvy.
I could see Shador going to the Raiders. I could see that. I could see Shador going to the Raiders. What y'all think? But he definitely not going to the Ravens. Because the Ravens, we got Ashton Jackson, so you know he ain't going there.
We're looking for the Fountain of Youth.
No!
He's only a legend.
So you really think you're gonna find a magic pool of water?
There's a bit more there than that. Until you discover it. I bet they want what we want.
Do you even know why it's hidden?
No, I'm very curious to find out. Fountain of Youth. On Apple TV Plus. Rated PG-13.
This. Big.
Food to help with hunger relief and hunger throughout our nation. And so our motto is to never stop giving, never stop loving, and never stop growing so that no child will go without food. My son JW and I, we have the honor and the privilege of presenting tonight's pick for the Baltimore Ravens. And with the 59th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens have selected Mike Green, linebacker.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Well, there's that man you were talking about, Mel. Transferred from Virginia, led the nation with 17 sacks last year. Showed up in every game, had a tackle for loss in 12 of the 13 games and at least 1 sack in 10 of them.
Yeah, tremendous improvement between 2023 and 2024. Production went from 43 tackles to 84, 9 tackles for loss to 23, 4.5 sacks to 17, 1 forced fumble to 3. I'll tell you what.
Mike Green to the Ravens, 17. I like this. I like this.
Super strong, explosive, spin move. No, I think that's Ohio State. He had a sack in that game. Here, he's just dominating against Pitt. Outstanding football player. Southern Miss, 3 sacks. Appalachian State, 2.5 sacks. He's at 23 tackles for us, 17 sacks. Disengages, close to the football ball. This kid can get after it.
And I just love how he rushes the pass. We often talk about the 3 phases of a pass rush. The get off, the move, and the ability to close. Next stop, Duke Carter, he's got the best close in this draft. And then you better be relentless. You better go get the football. There was some concerns about whether or not he was powerful enough. You think this isn't power, Louis Riddick? That's what I call power. Don't tell me about this young man doesn't have power so it shouldn't be any concern whether or not he can hold up on the end. The only thing he's got to do is continue to get better and better, build a little weight. But all the tools are there to be a double-digit sack guy in this league.
Hey, he went to the perfect place. Play like a Raven, right? The whole culture thing down there. Mike Green, his tapes, he's nasty now. He is nasty. He's got a bag of moves, but he's just got power in there.
All right, the next selection is in. The Broncos.
The Broncos is up. The Ravens drafted Mike Green, the pass
To the
rush.
College Football Hall of Fame, we did it.
Monte Ball.
Now, with that said, with the 60th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select R.J. Harvey, running back, UCF.
Oh, I like that.
He's 24 years old. Interesting story. Originally recruited by Virginia as a quarterback, transferred to UCF, tore his ACL. When got healthy, he exploded. Last 2 years, just under 3,500 yards of offense, Lewis, and 43 touchdowns.
This guy is instant juice, man. Instant juice at 5'8", 205, 438 to 40, 38 bursts. This guy can get in and out of a hole in a hurry. You'll see him, and then he's gone. This instant acceleration, ripping off big runs. You see him here on just a halfback wide, picking up the seams. Catch the ball, and he's out the gate. You aren't going to catch him. You aren't going to catch him. You aren't going to catch him. Sean Payton will figure out a way to get this guy the football and have him be an electric playmaker in a game that right now is putting a premium on plus 20-yard plays in the pass game and plus 10-yard plays in the run game. R.J. Harvey's going to give it to you.
Mel, you would thought that perhaps they would go running back in round 1. They went a different direction instead in round 2. They take the runner, R.J. Harvey. The picks are starting to come quickly now. Washington is on the clock, and their selection is in. Here comes the second pick of the night for the Commanders.
What's up, Commanders fans? Commanders, where are you? Check this out. With the 61st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 3-time Super Bowl champions, 5 times world champions, Washington Commanders selects Trey Amos, defensive back, Mississippi.
Okay.
Lewis, you talk about great ball skills. He had 15 pass breakups last year, which was second best in the nation and was first team all SEC.
He's got it all, Green. He's got it all at 6'1", 195 pounds, 4'4", in the 40. Look, his defensive coordinator down at Ole Miss, Pete Golding, said he reminded him of this guy, Patrick Surtain, with his ability to get up on the line of scrimmage with his length in press coverage, remain patient, be able to stay in phase, don't panic. If a guy gets on top of you, play the eyes in the hand.
His NFL comparison is Pat Surtain. Wow. Wow. It don't look like Shador gonna go this round. We got to wait for Shador to go tomorrow, probably, hopefully.
And square shoulders, no false steps, finish on the slant, get the ball out. Trey Amos is going to play a big role in getting that defense back to where it needs to be.
All right, so he goes off the board, perhaps a little later than we had expected. We'll take a short break. The Bears have had a very busy night. They've already made 2 picks in this round 2, and they will make another as we continue from Green Bay right after this.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal, so to do it right, start with exceptional paint that's designed to last. Only Ace has this collection of premium brands like Benjamin Moore, Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines, and Clark & Kensington. And your local Ace has premium service and quality paint that stand up to the test of time. With gallons of paint like Royal, starting at only $29.99. And right now, get 20% off gallons of select Benjamin Moore premium interior paint.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You know what this program means? New Dr. Pepper Black Bear. It's all Dr. Pepper!
Get the fuck out of here.
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
This is the legendary light beer. If this can could talk, it'd tell stories. And if you've had one, you probably got a story worth telling. Here's the 50 years of Miller time.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer?
At all costs. Together, we can discover the wonder of our planet before it's too late. Choose one appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillets and steak.
Think I'm ready to drive this thing. Not yet. Think I'm ready for the chainsaw. Not yet, not yet. I'm ready for the chef.
Social media?
Not yet.
It's okay to say not yet to social media. Kids get phones and watches with no internet, no social media, and no worries. Gab, safely connected.
Hey, Rod, I'll probably do it after the round.
Welcome back to the 2025 NFL Draft. We are presented by Courtyard by Marriott, a member of Marriott's Bonvoy. The fans in Green Bay have had a lot of chance to celebrate here, having the draft in their town, and they've had a lot of opportunities to boo during this round, too, because the Chicago Bears, with some maneuvering around, are about to make their 3rd selection of this second round, and we still have round 3 to come later tonight. Here comes Chicago with pick
They're
number
doing
62.
round 3 tonight too. Damn.
Y'all still booing, huh? Y'all must be booing this bad weather y'all gotta live in year round. Cause I know y'all not booing the best team in the division. But on a serious note, with the 62nd pick and the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Shamar Turner, defensive tackle from Texas A&M.
So the first defensive selection they make in this draft, Mel. He started 35 games for the Aggies. He had 10 quarterback sacks, 6'3", 290 out of DeSoto, Texas.
Tell you what, for 2023, he was a tackle. 3rd on the team with 10.5 tackles for loss, 6 sacks. And big play production dropped off in 2024. He did with a foot issue, folks.
I know that he did with the foot issue, but I love how he plays the run. Better run defender than a pass rusher right now because he uses his hands. Hands fighter, able to disengage and get off guys and make tackles inside the tackle. I think he can become a better pass rusher if he can learn to use those hands, learn to flip his hip. But he's a violent player, high motor player. He can play the nose tackle, more of a nose tackle than a 3 technique. I think when you put him in this defense, he will be able to dominate centers in this league.
He gets high with his pads a little bit right in the run game. When they put him on the move, though, he can create some disruption.
We are rapidly approaching the end of this second round. The Kansas City Chiefs pick is in. They will announce their selection. Then the Super Bowl champion Eagles will go, and then we'll be on to round 3. And here comes one of the Chiefs legends to announce their next selection.
It's Dante Hall. It's the second time we've seen this.
With the 63rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Omar Norman Lyon, defensive tackle, Tennessee. Let's go, Chiefs!
He's a California kid, played his first 3 seasons at Arizona State, then 2 with the Vols, where he amassed 9.5 sacks, only had 5 career starts in his 5 college seasons.
Yeah, it wasn't a regular starter. It really was a third down pass rush specialist. I remember going down to see Tennessee play this year against Florida, and I was sitting there watching them practice, and this guy was just beating everybody. And all the tape just showed up. Just excellent get off. Very sweet.
Round 2 is in the books. Time for round 3.
He shows that Aaron Donald cross chop, bro, that really just had offensive guards at the cost level going, what the heck was that? The play recognition, you know, getting out on screen, stopping this pass rush, flattening down the line of scrimmage. He had it all. Look, I can see what Brett Veach saw. This is a guy, when you pair him with Chris Jones on the inside, offensive guard's going to have some problems on third down.
You mentioned Aaron Donald, 6'1", 290 pounds. He permits a small, quintessential 3 technique in the passing game. He will give guards fits in this league because of his quickness and his get off and his ability to get vertical in a hurry.
So looking for storylines in the draft, he is the 9th defensive tackle selected so far with
We back, baby.
in the second
We are back.
Booger McFarland is loving it. We got 1 pick to go in this round number 2. The defending champs will make it. We'll hear from the Eagles right after this as the draft continues from Green Bay.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and it fuels the best because it is the best.
On them beans. On them beans.
Could you email me the part about Geico, making it easy to switch and save hundreds?
Oh, yeah, sure.
The Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. Who are they going to take?
You don't know my name, do you?
Of course I know your name. I just get you mixed up with the other guy. What's his name? What's your name?
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Could you just tell me? I want this to be over.
Order a 10-piece McNuggets meal with spicy nether French sauce. And unlock epic add-ons in Minecraft. Only when you order on the McDonald's app. Let's build.
High as a point and over 50. There's no sunshine.
Prices are up, but not at Metro. We've lowered prices and give you a 5-year price guarantee. 1 line of unlimited 5G lowered by 20%. Now $40, period. And a free 5G phone. Go in-store, online, or call. Only at Metro.
Turn the off-season on again. With the NFL app, your home for all things NFL. Get the news, the highlights, and more access with a subscription to NFL Plus. For the picks, the moves, the plays. All in one place. All year long. Welcome home.
For this round, we're going to switch over to NFL Network for this round. Let me see, NFL Network. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? No, I'm not tripping.
Another second round pick.
I just got this on this trip. Who are the Eagles?
What they did last year, you watched that Super Bowl and you saw Cooper DeJean with the key interception, the touchdown, the Chiefs that entire game. They value guys who can go and get it. Because the guys they have back there, Joel, I'm going to turn it over to you real quick. Sidney Brown, Reed Black, Blankenship. And remember who just left? Gardner Johnson. Yeah. So Chauncey Gardner Johnson, who was taking the ball away. This could be a nice move for them.
I did their game against Michigan early in the year when I was preparing for that. He reminded me of a former Michigan middle-of-the-field player, Mikey Samerstill, always around the ball hawking, great instinct, transferred from Clemson, 5 interceptions, really good player.
Including finishing off a college football playoff game against Arizona State.
Yeah, I turned that game off. not anything to do with you.
No, I would have too if I were you.
No, I did.
It was,
yes.
It was nasty in the second quarter.
You don't have to keep going. I admitted it. I turned it off. Joel.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It was low-hanging fruit.
I plucked the fruit myself. It's over the stage now. I gotta talk to Joel.
Ladies and gentlemen, salute to service represents the NFL's unwavering dedication.
The third round has begun.
And connecting with our nation's service members, veterans, and their families. Tonight, the NFL would like to take this moment to recognize the men and women of our armed forces. If you are currently serving or have ever served in the United States military, please join these outstanding
Who were the Giants select?
Please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service.
So nice moment there to kick off the third round. And man, there's been a ton of picks already made. The Giants, Chiefs, and Browns have already selected. The Vegas Raiders are on the clock. We have hit the third hour. It's 8:30 local time here in the 2025 draft in Green Bay. The Vegas Raiders are on the clock. In case you've joined us, the player that we've been talking about for much of this draft because he is yet to be selected. Shador Sanders made it through the second round. It's now a third round, and he's still on a draft board for someone to take the talented quarterback out of Colorado. But for the moment, the first pick of the third round, a guy who used to shut down our friend Michael Irvin left and right. Jason Sehorn.
To all of our fans, you look amazing out there, and you look even better filling our stadiums on game day. So thank you for that. With the 65th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Darius Alexander, defensive tackle from Toledo.
Yeah, this is someone that I saw for the first time at the Senior Bowl, then went back and watched his tape, and you see some athleticism from big Darius Alexander, one of the older players in this draft, but here he is making a play. What big-time athletic interception down the field. But you saw this at the Senior Bowl Mobile, CD, that interior pass rush. Look at his body type. I'm not saying he's the same player as Chris Jones, but body type-wise, he looks like him as someone who can rush inside, outside.
And you talk about that pass rush, well, obviously, when you're standing next to Dexter Lawrence, who was leading the league in sacks about 3/4 of the way through the season, that's what you're looking for.
Ian, take it away.
Rich, as you mentioned, Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback from Colorado, still has not gone. Entering the third round, some of the teams who've done quarterback homework: Raiders, Cowboys, Colts, Titans, and of course, Steelers, a potential landing spot in the third round. This is not just about Sanders. Jalen Milroe from Alabama still has not been taken. Quinn Ewers from Texas. It is possible some of these guys could go actually before Shedeur in this coming round.
Let's go back to the stage. The Chiefs are back on the clock. This is compensation for trading L'Jarius Sneed to Tennessee. So the Chiefs about to cash that pick in.
With the 66th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Ashton Gelati, defensive end, Louisville.
This is a guy a lot of teams were targeting that really liked. You see the production there in 2023. He's a D-line coach favorite. You just talk to a bunch of these teams, and my D-line coach loves this kid from Louisville. He has just a knack. He knows how to rush. He's really instinctive. So he's going to get opportunities when you're playing with Patrick Mahomes. You're going to be playing with an awful lot of leads, and he's get a chance to do what he does best, which is rush the passer.
So Andy Reid has some gelati to go with his cheeseburgers. Know what I'm saying right there? Both Ashtons going to the NFC West. Genti and gelati. What's up, Andy? Well, seeing we all remember he used to be right around here too in Green Bay, Wisconsin, on the Holmgren staff. Now,
so the Chiefs got Simmons. They took a tackle, a D tackle, and they talking about after the Chiefs got beat up in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. They going all beef and potatoes. They going all beef and potatoes.
Lowe's knows spring is a chance to prove you've got this whole adult thing down. With the right advice and same-day delivery, you'll have your home feeling all grown up. Lowe's knows how to help you spring.
I'm just trying to see what Shedeur gonna go.
You could be wasting money on your mobile plan.
They talking about a quarterback to go before Shedeur.
Until now, introducing the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business. Choose exactly what you want. Pay only for what you need.
But I don't
When you're in
see
control
that
of your mobile plan, you can make every dollar count. Right now, get our best price as low as $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. MyBiz plan only from Verizon Business.
Homes.com. It's the best. You cannot legally say Homes.com is the best.
Well, how can we not say it if that's our new name? Homes.com. Homesthebest.com.
We'll give it to you.
Really?
And they'll take good care of you.
USAA. Members who switch saved an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed.
Trying to see what Shadow gon' go.
I guess you can call that a lawn moms. This stuff works without killing your lawn. This stuff works without killing your weekend. This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Bronxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
After Mother's Day, May 14th. Check it out.
Thanks to the Browns stream.
With the 67th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Harold Fennon Jr.
Tight end, Bowling Green.
So he stayed in state. Judkins isn't the only in-state draftee.
Yeah, they're saving on airfare with this draft class right now. All of the Midwest here, huge production. He just looks like a little mini Antonio Gates, just in terms of the kind of the waddling running style that he has, where you go, I don't know how fast this guy is, but man, he sure does run away from everybody they play against. And he's excellent with the ball in his hands. They get it to him in all these different creative ways. Joel, when you're watching a player like this, it's the best friend of the quarterback because you can get some easy ones. You can get some easy completions and watch him go to work, which he did against Penn State and Texas A&M.
You know, what I love about him is that he's comfortable in all of those areas. However you want to get him the ball, very Tyler Warren-esque. It's what led to those 117 catches. I mean, he led the country in catches. He led the country with his 1,500 yards. Highly productive guy. He's got safety in his background. Moved down to tight end and was the man.
And he's listed as a tight end. Tim Stefanski's going to use him as a move guy. He'll be more H-back than he'll be tight end. He's going to be a pass catcher.
All right. Here come the Raiders. 68th overall.
It's the Raiders.
Brzezinski back here. Could this be the Shedeur Sanders moment? Fans of Green Bay, you guys
It's the Raiders gon' draft Shadow.
I went out there, I almost didn't make it back. I love you guys. There is no better team sport in the world than professional football. Do you agree? And there are no better fans in the world than NFL fans. Do you agree? I am thrilled to get the privilege to welcome another young man into the silver and black. I believe he has a commitment to excellence, and we are thrilled to get, with the 68th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Darian Porter, defensive back, Iowa State.
So
Let's go!
Pete Carroll definitely has an influence here, doesn't he, D.I.?
Rick Rowland 2.0 here, long tall corner.
Yeah, right?
That's what Pete like. On top corner.
With just that size, length, speed, he's a little bit tight. So the fluidity is going to show up. Those issues going to show up at times with the smaller receivers. But you want a big press corner who can get after people. He can do that. And then he's physical and tough as a tackler. You have to be able to tackle to play corner in this league right now. And CD, this is a former wide receiver who's also a fantastic special teams player. He's going to block some kicks.
Remember, he only played 7 games at the corner position because he'd been a former wide receiver. Took a long time to crack the lineup. You mentioned his special teams play. He's got to learn that, Joel. He's got to learn how Pete
What's up? What's up? You two, what it do? What it is? What it do? Look at this dude.
Look, I heard London, I heard NFL, and I think those tickets are going to sell out fast. So, you know, if I come a few months early, head into the London game.
That's the news for you. Handsome and punctual.
I'm freaking weak.
Thank you. Nothing chit chat. All right, let's not keep the Patriot fans waiting. Back to Green Bay for the New England's pick.
Ildris. Ildris Elba.
With the 69th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
The New England Patriots take
Kyle Williams, wide receiver.
Kyle Williams, wide receiver.
Kyle Williams, a UNLV transfer who goes to Washington State and lit it up this year. You see where his numbers rank in the country, 4th in the FBS in receiving touchdowns. Then he went to the Senior Bowl, and I thought his releases off the line of scrimmage were the best of the wide receivers there. You can see it on the tape here. That's against Travis Hunter. Went right by him. He's someone who can win early, CD, and that speed plays. It shows up. It's legitimate. He plays faster than a 4.4 flat, Joel, when you watch him. He's an explosive player.
Yeah, I got to study him pretty extensively preparing for the Holiday Bowl, which I had them in when they played Syracuse. He's got quarterback in his background. I think that shows up in his instincts and his just overall feel of the field as he is down there. And by the way, highly productive down the field, 17 yards per catch. So CD, he can go get it.
Okay, Kyle Williams. I like that pick. Kyle Williams.
Washington State. But you remember when UNLV, all you talk about is hoops. You weren't talking football at all. He helped bring that program to a stage now where Dan Mullen's taking over. Thinks they're going to be pretty good.
Here's the Lions who moved up with Jacksonville all the way from 102 and put Jacksonville 2 frames in next year's draft and other considerations. So the Jaguars are not going to pick until 88th overall now after choosing Travis Hunter last night.
Packer Nation, what's up? So I know this place. It feels amazing.
Terrion Arnold.
This weekend, I cried because I thought I was going to be a Packer. But the Kings of the NFC North
Ah, freaking weak.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have traded the 70th pick to the Detroit Lions. Let's see who my future teammate will be. With the 70th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Isaac Sisla, wide receiver, Arkansas. One pride!
And remember, he started his career in Michigan. So, of course, the Motor City just added a Tesla. And this kid
I'm freaking dead.
really good from Arkansas.
Yeah, again, his college career in the state of Michigan, DJ.
Yeah, absolutely. And someone who's a big slot who can elevate and high point the ball down the field. Catches a lot of bubbles as well. Then you'll see his toughness and physicality after the catch. I thought there was a feel and a nuance to his game, his zone coverage as well. The instincts are a key part of that Detroit offense. They want smart players.
So, this is the trade. 2 threes go to Jacksonville, and one of them is Detroit's, and they know they're going to get a compensatory 3rd rounder because Aaron Glenn got hired by the Jets, so they took that one and sent it to Jacksonville as well. Got a 6th-round pick and moved all the way up from 102 to take Isaac Sisla. Here comes the 6th pick, and then the Bills, Jets, and Broncos after that.
I'm not jabbing.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
Soul has a little bit of everything. And with a Sapphire Reserve card, you have access to all of it. Whether you're eating the world's finest high-end shake
Everybody's still in draft Chicago.
And a city like home.
What is happening?
Experience the world like an insider with Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know is performance and durability go right along with it. You see, we test, and then we test again. World-class engineering and rigorous testing to ensure our tools perform at the highest level and stand the test of time without testing your wallet. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test.